What a forward young man you are.
We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters.
Let the river run, let all the dreamers wake the nation. Come, the new Jerusalem. Silver cities rise, the morning lights, the streets that lead them, and sirens call them on with a song. It's asking for the taking, trembling, shaking. Oh, my heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. We, the greatest fall, stand on a star and blaze a trail of Jesus.
Everybody hates you, and I'm glad your husband died. He probably killed himself. Go suck a big fucking dick.
Asking for the taking. Come run
Spencer! Bill Spencer! Bill Spencer, baby, let's go! Yeah!
of your love. My heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. It's asking for the taking, trembling, shaking. Oh, my heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. The river, let the river run. Let all the dreamers wake the nation. Come, the new Jerusalem.
Now, welcome to the show. Obviously, that song will be removed, but that was Carly Simon from, was that motion picture called from the 80s, Working Girl? It's a pretty good movie. Harrison Ford, all those people in that motion picture. Hang on, let me get this started. 1 minute, God damn it.
When I vomited in the bed, I just
true.
laid in it. I'm not even fucking with you.
It is true. Hang on. I'm trying to get OBS set back up today. Let's see. Where's the background, my friends? Where's the background? Is it here? Well, that'll work for us. Let me make my head a little bit bigger. Have I seen the movie Wicked? I have not seen it yet. No. It's kind of on my list. I want to watch it with the kids. I'm waiting for Sarah to come home from Vegas soon. Why is my green screen all fucked up? Wait, where's that? This side? This side? It's the light over there. That's going to bug me. One sec. But no, I have not seen Wicked. I'm going to see it probably in the next month. I want to. Yeah, shit, that's not working either. That might work better. I gotta get another light. Nobody cares. I know. That's good enough for now. All right. Delightful Delinquents. Good to see ya. Yeah, Wicked's out on streaming and all that shit already. So, welcome to the show. It is nice to see everybody. Good to be here. Thank you for the kind words about last evening. I had a good time. Sean Higgins, last night, was the first episode of, excuse me, fellas, Tech Talk over on the Laow Network. Some of the longtime community was not happy about me being over there. Hopefully we'll all come to love each other in a very filthy way. But, listen, the Becky woman says Sean is into you. Let's talk about it. The first time I saw her was yesterday when you were the new co-host. I have to ask, are you interested? I'm going to tell you something. I went out to walk the dog. And by the way, what today's show is, we got some video game news we're going to go over. Then there's a bunch of cool demos that are hitting before Next Fest that starts next week. So we're going to play some of that stuff too today. So I went out after... now the camera's blurry. Hang on. I'll fix that. That's an easy fix. 1 second. All right, try this. So yeah, I go out. Man, that is just rubbish. Let me just get rid of the green screen today. I'm not sure what's happening with that. I go out last night to walk the dog after that episode, and I come back in, and Tech Protect is saying, "Hey man, you should go on this Queens show," is what they called it, the Queens Boulevard. I don't fucking know. And I did, and honestly, man, I did not understand what that show was. And at first I just kind of thought, are these people goofing around? Like, is this serious? And so I honestly, I can't tell you if it's kayfabe. I can't tell you if it's if those people are the real deal, but they're certainly unusual, entertaining human beings. And so, that was fun, but I appreciate you watching. Thanks, man. All right, let's get that out of there. All right, welcome to the show. Let's get the ticker tape out of it. I got to realign all this shit. I actually enjoy working on, there's one of my fancy lights. I actually enjoy working on the OBS structure of the show at times. It's very relaxing. It's like, putting together a model airplane and shit. In fact, today, I have been inspired by people on the Laow Network, and I've been like, I like this text-to-speech thing. So if you decide to, super chat in today at $5 or more, or $4.99 or more, it'll read out whatever. I'm just letting you know because I was setting that up. That's why I'm running a little late. Yeah, Gamer Grader says, it's nothing personal, man. You did a great job. People were really close. Now, that should be playing a sound, but whatever. We'll figure out what's going on. We should have just heard a sound there. But yeah, Gamer Grader, no, not a worry. And now, Ravnos is upset. Ravnos, longtime supporter of this channel, this show, he does not like that we're on there. And... I said to them, I said to Ravnos, I even said to both my kids, because I wanted their approval, because these are kids who came up with Keemstar, and they came up with that, drama. And, I said, I made it clear. I said that I was not going to participate in anything that was not, good for my own personal brain pan. Hang on a sec, fellas. Another reason I'm late today is I was waiting for my ADD meds to be dropped off. And I'm waiting for I thought that was the delivery guy. It's not. But anyway, though, so I was just kind of like, guys, I'm never going to change. I'll change my mind about things. I'm a goddamn grown-up. But I'm never going to become, sacrifice my ethics and stuff. That's ridiculous. Sony Deprano, thank you for the super chat. He said, excited to see with Jay and sometimes Wings. Thanks, buddy. We got a good show lined up tonight. We got a good show lined up right now. I'm going to give you guys a sneak preview of what I think we're going to be talking about, or one of the things I think we're going to be talking about tonight, because I am fucking excited about this. I'm actually, you guys know I don't like to leave the house. I don't like to go outside. But, and we've talked about it a little bit on this show, the kind of dome, it's kind of like a sphere in Vegas, but it's a small one where you can go watch events like NASCAR, and you can watch NFL, and you buy tickets, and it's almost like going to one of those movie theaters that have the waiters that come and bring you things and all that shit. And they're doing WWE Raw. So yeah, I'm gonna go fucking see that goddamn thing. Can you imagine? I mean, I've been to an actual Raw taping, but this would be so much better. This would be fucking so much better. So I'm that might be them now. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for that. Ace, what are you doing, baby? What are you doing, baby? Wayne says, you're taking bigot money, though. LOL. I'm taking money, man. I'm going on. I'm meeting new audience members, new people, and I'm sharing my truth. And, Jaffe, what topics can we discuss on this show so people don't get banned discussing? You can discuss whatever you want on this show. You just can't be an asshole to people on this show. That's all. Why not do ads for Trump? Like, not a joke. Okay, why would I not do ads for Trump? Because I would directly be putting my energy into doing ads for Trump and getting nothing out of it, I guess, except money. So yeah, I mean, I guess it would be similar. I guess the only difference would be that, it's not a bad point. It's absolutely not a bad point. Where's the line for people? Where do you draw the line? And if Keemstar, for example, was still out there saying some of the stuff that people had sent me when I mentioned I was going on the show in 2017, 2018, then I would be going, yeah, that's a little too recent and close to home. And I guess the question is, yeah, where is the line? And what have I always said to you guys? I mean, here's the fucking truth. What have I always said? You are only as noble as your privilege allows you to be, right? The actions that you take, the harm that you do or choose not to do, those are different things. But in terms of no job that you work in is going to be, I mean, what if it turned out that one of the key executives at YouTube was a hardcore MAGA person? Would you expect me to get rid of my YouTube channel? So I guess what I would say is this, though. I could continue to fund this show out of my own pocket like I've done for the last 8 years, but I'm getting to a point where I want to stop pulling from my investments and my savings, because if I can't actually make money doing the work, then I'm probably not good enough to make money doing the work, and I should go find something else to do. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Ravnos, though. You're absolutely not wrong. In an ideal world, you would only work with people who share all of your values exactly. Yeah, I think you're right, but that's not what I'm choosing to do. Hang on. Ace, what? Oh, one day, that dog. Then why did you say you would never work for a Chinese company, but you did this? Or would you work for a Chinese company now? Probably not, because there's a direct connection between going, if I work for a company like Tencent that is very much, controlled by the government. I mean, most things are there, but certainly that company has a lot of Tencent employees marbled into the hierarchy of control there, of the executive level there. I would see too much of a connection between I'm making money for people that are using that money for harmful things. But look, I mean, but I'm not going to try to defend this in that way, because it's only a matter of degrees, right? I mean, it's only a matter of degrees. It's like, well, why don't you just start eating at Chick-fil-A? And I'm like, I'm not going to eat at Chick-fil-A because I don't want to directly give my money to them. But yeah, and that's fine, Ravnos. You're more than welcome to cancel your membership, of course. But I'm the one thing you can always count on for me is to be honest. You know, I want to make this work as a business. I have tried really hard to make it work as a business on my own terms. I haven't been able to. And so these folks reached out to me, and I was like, oh, okay, well, as long as I don't have to participate, which I would never do, in something that goes against my morals or values, and as long as I'm not directly contributing to anyone's suffering. Like, for example, I heard this morning when I got up that last night's show had a bunch of people in the chat that were saying really kind of awful things in terms of, like, you know, racist things or homophobic things or whatever. And I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I was paying attention to Jay and Wings and Keemstar and whoever was there. And in that, but tonight, though, you goddamn right, I'll talk to whoever the mods are and say, look, if this is what you guys are going to allow, that's fine. It's your channel. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I think it's disrespectful. So anyway, Jaffe, I am a apathist and a nihilist now, so I will support you no matter how many racist black turtles you platform on stream. Right? Yeah, okay. Never. I would never do that. The bottom line is you make your own line. Don't be a pain in the ass for people just trying to work. Yeah, it's true. Look, man, as long as you stick to your values, continue to be you, and don't become a product of the environment, which I don't think you will, you're still a number one in my book. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Brad says, I'm afraid to make it in the business of YouTube. You have to be controversial. Well, there's a limit. You guys know me. I like drama. I like drama quite a bit, but I don't like being mean to people. Matthew says, I believe you should definitely be able to be friends with someone you disagree with, but that doesn't mean you have to go into business with them. I'm not going into business with anyone. I'm taking a paycheck for showing up an hour and a half. Oh, I got to turn that off. An hour and a half each night, 5 days a week, and doing what I always do. I'm just getting paid a lot more for it. I mean, what do you want me to do? Not do it? Clearly the answer is yes, which I appreciate. I hear you, fellas. I hear you. Loud and clear. Okay. No, I'm not a rage baiter and I'm not a mean person. No. Ravnos, I know you think, I don't think you're a troll, but I literally just do not think sinking into the slime pit is going to do anything but the amount of negative opinions about you. That's what I fear. Well, if it does, it does. Then we'll pull out of that situation. Yeah, I get it, you guys. Okay, well, here's the deal. This show is not that show. And in that, we're going to do this show now. And tonight I will do that show. And if you would like to come listen to that show, I'd love to have you. You guys know I would. And, you know, let's do this show, shall we? But again, if you want to call in, the Discord is open today. Put yourself in the call-in waiting room. And, you know, we'll have a good time. Hopefully we're going to play some, demos. We're going to talk video games. Oh, well, don't tempt me with a good time, Darth Nugget. He says, all that Lao Cow shit is WWE Idiocracy Edition. Who you think you're talking to? Who you think you're fucking talking to? I love the WWE. I love all that shit. I love that drama. As long as it's not mean-spirited, I'm there. Okay. I found a cool game demos I've wishlisted. I'll show you some of the ones I've been playing. Absolutely. Hello, David Seeger. What show are you on? I'm on a show tonight, 5 days a week, at 8 o'clock California time, called Tech Talk at the moment. I don't know if that title is what Jay and I should stick with, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Are you taking some kind of split from the super chats and memberships? Absolutely. Yes. I can't speak to the specifics of it, but absolutely, 100%. Otherwise, why would I do it? Okay. All right, my dear delightful friends, let's jump in. Oh yeah, Tech Protect, can you link it? They want to know where the link is to that so they can watch the show tonight. Tech, I think you're watching in the other room. Or are you in the call-in show, Tech? I think he's there.
Yes, I'm here. I can post in the chat.
All right, excellent. No, I get paid to go on Colin's show as well, but I'm not on Colin's show on the regular, so I can't really depend on that to look at the end of the month and go, how much did I invest in this adventure and how much am I pulling out of it? So, okay. No, this show is on their channel, and Tech's putting a link to it right now. Okay. All right. Well, let's get to our show, shall we, my delightful friends? By the way, who is here for you always? So, we got two special guests. I'm scheduling right now. Alana Pierce is going to be coming on, it looks like next week, and it is going to be Lunch with Jaffe and Alana. So if you were a Cult of Calypso member or higher, you can come in there and you can talk and hang out. We're going to talk video games. We're going to talk writing, the business, the industry, and then that will go up for everybody else outside of the Cult and God of War members and mods at a little bit of a later time. And then Alyssa's coming on next week as well. Mike Arkin, the producer of Die Hard, the PS1 trilogy, is going to come on next week or the week after, and we're going to do a deep dive into that game. So that's all happening on this channel in the next 2 weeks. And then around March or April, we're going to be bringing on the director of Kingdom Come 2, Deliverance, Daniel Vavra. So it'll be very, very interesting. Yes, that is a paywall. If you want to hang out with Alana and ask her questions. If you want to watch the video, of course, no. I'll put that up about a week after we do it. Okay. So I cannot get Shuhei. Shuhei has made it very clear to me. Shu and I are pals, but we're not. He's like, he knows if he comes on the show that it's going to be, I'll ask him things. I won't be able to hold my tongue, and there you go. So no, he's probably not going to be coming on, at least for a while. Okay. Morgan, you're more than welcome to join the chat and push back if you think there's something to push back on. I haven't done my research yet. I've just been playing the game and loving it, so I want to talk to him. Okay. You became a lot less believable after I found out you're on a Keemstar Laucow show, and it makes the attention farming you've been doing more understandable. Cool. Peekaboo. PK-boo. Can I get Gene Park? Yes. Can I get Jeff? Yes. I've had both of them before on this show. Fox Jumpy, what do you want to talk about? Man Cave, thank you, buddy, for subscribing to the Diet Soda Soldiers. I appreciate it very, very much. Always good to have you part of our community. Nice to see you, Man Cave. I appreciate it. Yeah, Fox Jumpy, everybody welcome Man Cave back to the fold. I would appreciate it. Mike Mika is also still coming on JoJo D. In fact, I just had an email with those guys at Atari about 20 minutes before the show went live. I can't help much more with stable pay, but I can help a little. Let's see if it reads it. It's supposed to read it. If it doesn't, me being late today didn't matter a goddamn bit. Doesn't seem like it's going to read it. But still, Johnny, that's very, very generous and kind, and you help more than you should. Again, I'm not out here, begging for funds and shit. I want to make the show work, but I only want to make it work if we do a good job at entertaining you. And if we do, I'll be happy to take your ducats. But that's wonderfully generous. Thank you, sir. Should have read it out, but I guess I didn't set it up right. So, okay, the guy is hard into all the anti-woke stuff, constantly doing it. He's even saying icky black people color in Europe. Well, Morgan, I think you would be surprised about if now you're talking about the director of Kingdom Come 2, right? Here's what I'll tell you on this. There actually is a black person in the new Kingdom Come, and he said that he was pushing back on all the bigots about that because he was like, in the first game, the story we were telling, there weren't a lot of black people in that narrative. But he said he wanted to write one into this narrative to prove to people that it was totally historically accurate, that there were some black people in that region. And he also, there's like a homosexual option to have a gay romance in the Kingdom Come 2. And he's been getting all kinds of shit from the community that thought he was one of these kind of far right-wing anti-woke guys, and going, no, that was just the story we were telling, and now we're telling this story. That's it. God of War speedruns and memes, thank you for joining last night. It was good to see you on the gameplay stream last night at Dragon Age, and it's great to have you here supporting the show. Hey, Jaffe and Chad, how's everybody doing? I'm doing great. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I never lie to you guys. I'm a little sad sometimes. I'm sad right now because I hate that I've let down some of our long-term members of the audience. I hate it. I fucking hate it. But, you know, I don't think like I said, you're only as noble as your privilege allows you to be. And if I just wanted to keep spending my own money, I could keep saying I'm super noble. But when I actually drew a line in the sand and said 2025 is the year that if I am going to really prove to myself that I have a shot at being good at this job, because I would love to do this job forever as long as I can tell, even when I'm dead, you know, channel my spirit through a Ouija board and I'll keep doing it. You know, I really want to make sure that I can get to a point in 2025 where we actually are flush every month. You know, so I don't have the privilege to be able to do that just with the money I make off the stream. And I am not asking anybody watching the stream to donate more. If you want to donate, great. If you want to be a member, great. That's not why I'm mentioning it. I'm mentioning it because you're saying, how's everybody doing? I'm a little sad about it because I hate the fact that right now, one of the only avenues I have found, because you guys know we've tried sponsors and this and that and the other, is to basically, and again, I've had a good experience with the Keemstar people so far, and there's nothing has, you know, unless that changes or they don't want to work with me, I'm very happy right now. But I understand that some of you guys take issue, and I understand that, and I respect that, and I'm like, I'm doing the best I can, but I hear you. Yeah, Fuzzy Tomato says we can replace you with AI in 5 years. Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. Right, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. Ravnos says, if I sign an NDA, will you explain the money issue? There's no money issue. It's simply, I need to make X in order to stop digging into my investments and savings. And I haven't been making X. That's the money issue. It's, you know, unless you want to be a Patreon and fund a year of production. Okay. I enjoyed your back and forth with Asmongold. Why don't you invite him on the show? I don't like the guy, honestly. I can't stomach the guy at this point. I did try to reach out to him originally, and I don't consider him an honest broker, as they say. He may very well be that, and that's great. And I know he's got his fans. He's got legions of fans, but I'm not really all that, I'm not all that interested, frankly, in really getting to know that guy. So, you know, you never know. Hey, Poopster Brown. Well, Poopster Brown of the Brown family, I sure do appreciate that. He has joined the Diet Soda Soldiers. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for joining up and hanging out with us, buddy. I appreciate that support. Everybody give Poopster Brown a picture of my ex-girlfriend via emotes. I would appreciate it. Hypocrite that talks about free speech that suppresses critical thinking, says Fox Jumpy. Who's that? Who's Fox Jumpy? I mean, I know who Fox Jumpy. Oh, you're talking about Asmongold. I understand, Fox. Hey, there's my buddy. There's old Goodrich Games. Van Annex. And
Xanax. Like your drug.
I heard. Is that you, God? Vanax, thank you so much for joining the Diet Soda Soldiers. Everybody, not only give Vanax, but also give, don't forget to give Poopster Brown a picture of my beautiful girlfriend, just like Twisted Sith just did. I would appreciate it. Vanax, welcome. Thank you for the support. Astro Zombies, thank you for the support. He says you did a great job on the show with Jay. I had a good time. I'm looking forward to going back on it tonight as well. I can't wait. I love it, but I love this show too, and hopefully we'll get into it real soon. Real soon. In my opinion, but seriously, you guys, Astro, Vanax, and Poopster, thank you guys. In my opinion, Jaffe's as good at doing solo shows as somebody like Tim Dillon. I don't know who that is. I feel like you put your time and your day is coming soon. Cool. That's excellent. That's excellent. It's Joopy. Your name is Joopy. Gotcha. Okay. Sure it is. Okay. All right. Delightful humans. Let's get into it. You guys want to talk video games, or do you want to dive right into some demos? What do you want to do first? Am I a fan of CoffeeZilla on YouTube? I don't know who that is, but while we're waiting to hear if you guys want to do, let's do a poll. Are you able to put up polls, Tech? Tech?
You've said that I am, but I don't see a way to do so.
All right, I'll put up a quick poll. We're going to do both, but do we start with talking game news or playing game demos? What do you want to start with? There it is right there. It should be sitting at the top of the chat, I believe. We'll give it about 3 minutes and we'll decide. Jaffe, less salt in politics and your channel would grow. Yeah, I mean, I don't do a lot of salt. I do some, but it's not like that's all I fucking do. CoffeeZilla. Let's see what CoffeeZilla is. I uncover scams, fraudsters, and fake gurus. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I never seen them before. Never seen them. Isn't that amazing? There can be all of these people out there on something like YouTube, Twitch, whatever, that have this guy has 4.18 million subs. And I have never heard of this guy in my whole life. I mean, it's kind of like those games like Warframe. I have never played Warframe, maybe 5 minutes of it at a convention, and that's it. And it's massive. It's fucking massive. Ryan, have you considered playing old school RuneScape? I've never played it, but maybe I should. Is it good? Hey, we got... well, no, we don't. He's calling me personally. Let me see. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Jaffe, I like watching your content. I will say I'm not a fan of the drama stuff, but I agree with you on a lot. I wish I had the money to sub full, just can't. Don't even fucking worry about it, dude. It's fine. We love having you part of our community. I remember once you were a member, didn't we do a thing with you? And I think it was you with the wrestling in your backyard. Dude, don't worry about it. We love having you here. Okay, he exposes, that guy, Coffee, exposes crypto scams. His content is pretty high quality. That's cool. Sergeant Frosty, thank you for the super chat. He says, Dave, what are your 5 top indie game demos on Steam? Right now, or do you mean like of all time? I mean, I can, right now, probably the best, the very best version, the very best demo I'm playing right now on Steam is the first Berserker, I think is what it's called. It's like a, I mean, I've played it online before for the stream. It's just really good. It's really fun. It got to a point that it's really fucking hard, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. It's called, here, I'll just show it to you real quick. Not the game, I'll just show you the title. Where is it? Was it this? Yeah. It is called The First Berserker, Kazan. And it's fucking excellent, man. It's excellent. Okay. I want to call in and ask Dave some sloppy questions. Vanax, yeah, link your new membership to the Discord. Tony can help you out with that, and we'll put you in the waiting room. We'll bring you in. Okay, in Texas, an 11-year-old did that awful thing because other kids were bullying her over family immigration. Kids are awful, Charles. I mean, people are awful in a lot of ways. But yeah, I mean, I am absolutely with you on that. It's like, that's what I'm saying. I won't participate in that shit. Yeah, Necro, Tech, can you hear me? Obviously, you can hear me.
Hello.
Can we? Yeah, hello. Can we? We got to get the podcast for this show back up and running somehow. If we can talk about that this week, because I know Necro is talking about it, and we used to be on podcast, and I think we have the resources between you and me now that we could actually get that up and running.
Yeah, sounds good.
Because there's a lot of people who like listening to it when they're at the gym or whatever, and YouTube doesn't always work for them for that. So. I love that idea, MK Ness. Maybe when we get a little bit bigger. Okay. Jaffe says, Seeger, if P Turtle calls in to Lao Cow, can I super chat there to end his calls? I mean, on my show and Jay's show,
Yes.
sure.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, but you know, I can't speak for the network, but on our show, yeah. Father Alex, I love your content. How can we have our name in the background on your green screen? That is pretty easy. Just be a God of War member. Although I'm going to redo the memberships, but God of War members right now usually have their names in the credits, but I'll get back to you on that. Okay, Ravno says, I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it. I mean, I know what you're saying, Ravnos, and I've given you my thoughts on that. You're not wrong about some of those awful things that are very much in the past and haven't happened in a very long time, but you're also not right about the fact that I don't think that particular human took to the internet and said, I'm going to do this. Were they pushing buttons and were they thinking they were just making entertainment? And in that case, it turned out not to be entertainment. People got really badly hurt. Yes, 100%. There's no denying that. But I don't think that was an intentional thing. Was it irresponsible and childish? Yes. Glamorous Frog, thank you so much, buddy, for the super chat. They say, what's your go-to comfort game? Mine is GTA 4. My go-to comfort game is probably Marvel Snap or Hearthstone. But, you know, there's a few other ones, like there's like a Christmas Diner Dash game that just makes me happy. But I would say the biggest one is probably right now Marvel Snap and Hearthstone. If I just want to kind of relax and escape, those are the ones. MTB or MTV. Hey Jaffe, new subscriber, really enjoyed you last night with Jay. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say. I had a good time doing it. Okay. So again, I'll Tech, do me a favor. I'm going to answer these questions. I don't want to just talk about this if people want to see games and talk about games, but in fact, the poll says 80% of you guys want to talk games, so we'll do that. Let's do this. I'm going to do 5 minutes if you guys have any questions about my new stuff that I'm doing over with Keemstar's Lao Cal show. And after that, I'm always happy to answer it, but I don't want to just keep belaboring it. So now this is your time if you're curious. So Sector says, why did you join the Lao Cal universe? You have a reputation of giving genuine takes, and Lao Cal is known for being dramatized and scripted. Well, here's what I'll tell you. I will never do anything that is not genuine. I will never, which is why I'm telling you, I'm doing it for the money. I'm doing it to grow this channel. Do I also happen to think Jay is cool and really like talking games and think we have a good chemistry? Yes. Am I also doing it because whatever you may think of Keemstar's politics and past actions, he's set up a pretty interesting network and business model, and I want to learn from that and participate in it and help them grow that? Yeah. Absolutely 100%. And I'll always be honest with you guys, even if the honesty is I can't tell you that. But I'm never gonna run afoul of the ethics that you might know me for. I couldn't live with myself if I did that, frankly. Okay. Should huge AAA games go episodic to help mitigate the cost, says Slide Away, since so many people gravitating to free to play? No, I think that's, well, I mean, here's my answer. That would be, okay, how do I say this? A lot of people will tell you, okay. A lot of people will say that, we've seen episodic games try to work, it doesn't work. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous. Because you're putting the cart before the horse, right? If you are to take an episodic game and you actually are to build a game with the pure intent of going every month or week or 3 months, we absolutely have to end each one, not just on a narrative cliffhanger, but we have to end it in a way that says we're going to actually grow from week to week or month to month, just like TV series do, right? You can't kind of come up and then crash. So can that system work in games? Of course. There's no reason it couldn't. But it hasn't so far because they haven't actually done something that speaks better to the episodic system of storytelling and gameplay than the one-time-fits-all kind of thing. And that speaks to the quality of the games. I'm sorry, but it just fucking does. If you took Metal Gear Solid, or if you took like Resident Evil 2, which is probably the remake, my favorite game of all time, and you were to say, okay, and this is not a good way to break that game up into episodes, but let's say you finish it with the first character. Let's say they force you to play Leon. And then at the end, they say, okay, coming in 2 months, this, you get to play with Jill. And it's a different of enough game, but maybe they add some stuff. I think they would see diminishing returns. So I really do think that if you build it from the ground up and you don't just promise new narrative spikes in the next week's episode, but you show them mechanics and, oh, I want to do that. And, I want to play that character. I want to do that cool thing. Oh, shit, next week the character unlocks the Spider-Man swinging. I can't wait to go back and swing as Spider-Man, right? That is absolutely doable, but I don't know if it's worth it, frankly. Okay, listen, Da Vinci says, Jaffe, I just want to hear some confidence. Are you going to get those viewers? Isn't that all that matters? Or do you truly need the money from Keem? Is it more about viewers or the cash? I've said it before. It's not about me personally needing the money. It's not like I'm like, may I please have some bread for dinner, sir? It's nothing like that. I've been very fortunate, not just because we did well with Sony and they were kind to us, but my ex was great at investing money, blah, blah, blah. But this is about going, and I've said it before, and is how much money do I have to continually pull from those investments, from those savings to fund this? We are going on year 6 of this fucking thing, this adventure, which I love. I love more now than I ever have. But I want to be able to be sustainable. I want to get to the end of the month, and if not be in profit, I at least want to go, okay, all the bills got paid. That's all. That's what I mean when I say the money part. It's not about, oh my God, the Repo Man is coming or anything. It's just more about, there's a point where you have to kind of go, this isn't worth the investment, right? That's all I would say. Garrett Morris of SNL fame. I don't know if he's that Garrett, but he's still Garrett, and I love him with all my heart, has joined the goddamn Diet Soda Soldiers. Thank you, sir, very, very much for the support. Thank you for believing in the show and offering up your ducats for us. Thank you, Garrett, very, very much. Everybody, please, in the chat, tell Garrett what you would do to him if he said he'd go to the prom with you. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Thank you, Da Vinci's. Okay. TK says there are better ways to be sustainable than to tie yourself to a drama monger. Well, again, I like drama. You guys know I do. I don't like mean-spirited shit, but I'm a total fan of drama. I love that shit. But it's not going to be most of what I do. Okay. Sir Jaffe, what's your guess on the pre-order dates, middle of the year or later? For what? Pre-order dates for what? For what? Grand Theft Auto or what? Okay. Oh, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like they really are still pushing because they said it in the investors call. If they knew it was going to slip legally, they can't lie in those calls. So, I would say that we'll probably start pre-ordering in the summer. Would be my guess. Okay. All right. Hey, by the way, Swapfire, one of our members, one of our wonderful supporters of the show at the God of War tier, his game over on Steam right now is 92% off. 92% off on a very original, unique game. It allows you basically, when you shoot somebody in the brain pan, guess what happens? You don't kill them. You trade places with them. Think about that. The only better idea I have than that, although I think that's a pretty fucking innovative one, can you imagine a shooter where you basically, oh my God, this would print money, I think. It's a first person PvP shooter, and you do buy skins and cosmetics and things, but you buy awful ones, humiliating ones. And when you shoot someone and kill them, they respawn wearing the outfit that you have demanded they wear. So if I kill Tech Protect and he comes back wearing little pink panties that say daddy's little girl on the butt, and like he's wearing little tassels on his nipples. That's what he's got to wear for the next 2 lives.
Wouldn't I already be wearing that?
What's that?
Wouldn't I already just be wearing that?
No, you have to start in a very boring drab outfit, basically. So everybody starts like that, and you're just like, you might let yourself get killed. I don't know. Okay. I did see, PK, there's a Samurai Pizza Cats game, but I've never even heard of that. But I've seen the news today that everyone's like, oh my God, there's a Samurai. I'm like, what the fuck is Samurai Pizza Cat? I have no idea. Listen to this. Let's get into a little bit of video game news, shall we? Shuhei Yoshida, speaking of Shu, I mean, this is kind of a known story, but he got really into the weeds with it when he was talking in his interview. He's been doing a lot of interviews this week, and he was talking to Colin on Sacred Symbols, and he was talking about, this was crazy. I'd never heard him actually, I knew this story, but I never heard him actually articulate it. He said his experience, because Demon Souls, which was the first Souls game, I mean, I guess you could argue Kingsfield was, but it was the first actual Souls game. When it was close to final, they came to Sony. This is Shu's quote. He says, I spent 2 hours, close to 2 hours playing it, and after 2 hours, I was still standing at the beginning of the game. I said, this is crap. This is an unbelievably bad game, so I put it aside. Luckily, says Shu, the third-party publishers, Atlas in North America and Namco in Europe, stepped in, and it really became a great hit outside of Japan. We definitely dropped the ball from a publishing standpoint, including studio management side. We were not able to see the value of the product we were making. I mean, that's, we also turned down the game Driver. When I was at Sony, we turned down some things that were went on to be really big hits. Sometimes you just don't fucking know. I certainly don't think. Yeah, awesome. This is a quote from Demon Souls, from Colin's interview. I certainly don't know if I would have been able to play Demon Souls and seen the magic there. I mean, given so much of what people say the magic of those games are is that you play them with the community, I wonder about how is that communicated, especially because, I mean, I know there was the internet, so yeah, there was still online community, but how was that communicated when you are an executive and there's nothing like this on the market, and it's like, this is impossible to play, it's confusing, it's intentionally opaque, it's really fucking hard, and you can't go out to the internet and go, oh, talk to me about this. What do I do, fellas? Like Bloodborne sat unplayed. Well, I played every now and then. I would boot it up because everybody raved about it. And after 40 minutes, I'd delete it from my hard drive. And until I played it with the chat, I didn't see the magic. So I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know why, how in the fucking world that, Shu or anybody else could have been convinced this was special. Maybe they had to be turned down by Shu in order to go, oh, that was our first publisher, and now we know how to pitch this. Like the very first time I went out and pitched Drawn to Death, I first went to Microsoft, and I had a pre-pitch meeting with like Mike Ybarra and his guys, and Ken Lobb was there, and it was one of the best meetings I ever had. And I got on the airplane, and I think it was Mike, because Mike, actually, I knew Mike, but Mike wasn't able to come to the meeting. He's like, oh, the guys are so excited. They think it's going to be great. And all of that was leading up to pitch Microsoft proper. And I don't remember who was there, but I imagine Phil was in the room and on. But the mistake we made was that Microsoft was our first, and my agent said, well, that's because we want them to know that we are coming to them first out of respect. But the problem with that was that, well, okay, but I don't have any practice doing this pitch. And so they were like, we'll give you $2 million, but it's, it was a terrible pitch. And I learned from that failure, and then all the pitches after that were fucking the best of my life, right? And we got options and all kinds of things. So the point being, as it relates to Demon Souls, is, yeah, if Sony was your first stop and you didn't know that most executives would respond this way, maybe that makes sense, because I don't know how I would fucking respond to that game if I saw it. No fucking clue. Swapfire says the biggest hits are something no one would see coming. The direction of the game is what creates a success, but there's an infinite number of directions. Yeah, and it's also zeitgeist shit, man. It's also if it's buffering, just hit. It's still buffering? Tech?
I'm checking right now. Yeah, it's still buffering.
What the
I think you might be back.
All right, let me know. Rob says it seems to be dying. Darth Nugget says we're back. Yeah, all I can tell you guys is thank you for refreshing. I will look into this seriously. Like I was saying, I've upgraded my internet. The only thing I can think of at this point is maybe pick up a new router because there's no other explanation for it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, maybe it's the cables. I will look into it tonight. Absolutely. Sorry about that. But anyway, my point is that, yeah, I don't know if you are an executive and you are going, I think many of us would have probably said the same thing about looking at Dark Souls and gone, yeah, we're going to pass, but thanks. And then, I get it. And then you got to wonder where the Miyazaki guys pissed off and where they like, we'll never work with you fuckers again. And it's like, I don't know. She was a pretty smart guy. I think most people would be where he was on that. But I guess Atlas wasn't. Listen to this. The other thing he said, now this I have some experience with. This is Shu again. Shu basically says studios are not forced into live service stuff. They just feel it gives them a better chance of getting a project approved and supported. So, I mean, this is a real thing. I can't speak to how it works at Microsoft, but it was absolutely known by everybody who made games that when Scott Rohde, who I think the world of, he's still there it turns out, but when Scott Rohde kind of took over American PlayStation, you don't pitch the guy first person games because he doesn't like them. And so everybody was going, oh, make it third person. And, Scott's not a guy who, if you had a good argument that was based in game design theory and marketing, why first person for that game makes more sense. It's not like he wouldn't have greenlit it, but certainly if you do want to keep your team eating and alive, you do hedge your bets as best you can. And when Shu's now, so we would go, okay, well, let's go third person because we know that's what Scott likes. So yeah, if you're going to have a better chance getting the project approved, I get it. You got to be real ballsy to be able to go in there and say, no, I want to do a single player. I don't think I would have. I mean, if I were to ever get back into full-on video games, I would not pitch a service-based game because I've tried. The last 3 games I did were service-based games or multiplayer-centric games, and they all were the biggest flops of my career. I just don't get that space. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I thought I could kind of bring my own sensibilities to it, but no. So Garrett, maybe down the road, but Shu knows that my stylings of interviewing is probably not what he wants to get into. Listen to this, Garrett. Live action Street Fighter movie finds a new director. Now I was talking to somebody about this yesterday, but I didn't know who it was. So they're making a big budget Street Fighter motion picture show. It's going through Legendary Entertainment, which is great. They do a lot of great fan service stuff. It's being directed by the guy who directed a couple of the Twisted Metal TV episodes. And I absolutely loved the goddamn Twisted Metal series, season 1. So not much news on this other than the fact that we actually got somebody who actually has made video game adaptations. So I'm excited for that. It said a previous version of the film had the Talk to Me directors attached, although their new film, which we watched a trailer for yesterday, horror film, looks pretty good. But I'm excited that we are going to get a Street Fighter movie, big budget, and also from Legendary, and also one done by a guy who's made video game adaptations. So that could be pretty cool. Yeah, Fox says it has Juniper. What's the planet? Jupiter. Junip. Anyway, he says that it is. He says that it's got potential. I agree. Last thing on Shu. Now, this is another. I love when Shu finally gets to be transparent because this story still makes no sense at all. Right? And this is Shu, again, talking to Colin, Sacred Symbols Plus, where he's saying the idea of Last of Us Online came from Naughty Dog. They wanted to make it, but Bungie explained what it takes to make live service games. Naughty Dog realized, oops, we can't do that. If we do it, we can't make Intergalactic. So that was a lack of foresight. I'm sorry, I refuse to believe. I absolutely refuse to believe that is all there is to the story, because I understand that, like, even if it was that, because then somewhere else in the story he says he played it and he really liked it. To release and support The Last of Us, though, this was the statement, by the way, that they put out about it. We'd have to put all of our studio resources behind supporting post-launch content for years to come, severely impacting development of the future single-player games. So we had two paths: become a solely live studios game or continue to focus on single-player narrative games that have defined Naughty Dog's heritage. I don't believe this. I simply do not believe this for two reasons. The most obvious reason is Sony had made service-based games before, even Drawn to Death, or even if you look at some of the failures, Drawn to Death, Killstrain, certainly Concord, but that Concord was happening at the same time. So let's just take those. But there were others. They had plenty of experience. They literally had brought in the guy, my understanding, who invented the Battle Pass design for Fortnite to work on, I believe it was on Factions, Last of Us Online. And somewhere, someone well before this late in the game would have said, guys, you do know that this is a live service game. Like, who actually at this level of the game, or at any level, but certainly at this level, greenlights a live service game without going, oh, you mean if it's a hit, we're going to have to keep making shit? I mean, that's a ridiculous excuse. But let's just assume for the moment that the Naughty Dog folks are such geniuses at one thing that they really didn't think about it. Okay, fine. So if they didn't think about it and it turned out shit, we should have thought about it, but the game was really good, then that solution is pretty easy too. You're like, okay, get the game to launch, then spend 6 months gearing up another team that works out of Naughty Dog that will come in and create new content and keep it alive while you main folks peel off and jump into Intergalactic. Those two things make a lot more sense than Bungie walking in and going, Neil, you realize that you're going to have to be making content for this if it's a hit. And Neil's like, shucks, man, I never did think of that. Cancel. Come on. I mean, again, Shu has been super wonderfully, refreshingly transparent in all of these interviews he's done since he's left Sony. So I'm willing, it's hard to not believe him because of that. But at the same time, how can you arrive at this conclusion this far in the game? I don't understand. So my guess is this is not, there's more to the story. There's more to the goddamn story, basically. What else do we got? Well, what's this here? You guys might remember, I'm going to show you a trailer. You guys might remember, we're going to get off games for a little bit, just look at some other stuff, then we'll play some games in about 10 minutes. You guys might remember we did an interview with Adam Caesar 3 years ago. He was the guy who wrote a book called Clown in a Cornfield. And it's about, it's a really great book because it's like a young adult horror book. And it's about this, it seems like it's about this serial killer clown, and it is, but it also is one of the first kind of horror products I've encountered that really seems to address school shootings and the horror of that sort of thing that's happening tragically in the real world, right? And so they ended up making a movie out of it, and that trailer dropped today. I have not seen the trailer yet. I figured we could watch together and see what we all think. This is Clown in a Cornfield. Let's watch it, and then let's talk about what we think about it on the other side. Here we go. Well, I'll give it a watch.
His knife came down with
Isn't
brutal
that
speed,
something?
severing a man's leg in
Isn't
seconds.
that amazing?
But in his rush, he also slashed his assistant's fingers clean off and accidentally stabbed a bystander. The patient bled out. The assistant died of gangrene. The bystander, thinking he had been fatally stabbed, dropped dead from shock. One operation.
You think it's fake news? Why do you think it's fake news? I don't know. While attempting to amputate a patient's leg, Robert Liston ended up performing the world's first and only surgery with a 300% mortality rate. You know, I don't know. That's what they say happened. So, all right, anyway, moving on. Look at this. Look at this goddamn thing. Huge. Now, I want you to take in the drama here. Okay? Because octopussies are really fucking smart, man. And what we're probably looking at here is like a fucking mother who's protecting her baby octopus. I mean, can you imagine being an octopus? And I mean, what else would you do? What else would you do? You're just going to hang on for dear life and say, I'm not leaving my baby. And then you hear the people on the boat say, oh, I can't wait to eat that. How are we going to kill it so we can eat it? But, you know, damn. What do you mean game news, Bad Robo? You know what? God damn, man. Open up your mind a little bit. Look, I get it. I get it, man. If I went to a channel and I wanted to read game news or hear people talk about games, and suddenly after talking about games for a while and they're about to play games, but they kind of went off a bit of a weird path. And for like 5-10 minutes and just talked about crazy weird shit. But it wasn't crazy weird shit. It was like the stock market. I would be like, shit, what the fuck is up with this channel? I get it. But good God almighty, we're not talking... There's a fucking octopus trying to save its baby's fucking life. That's amazing. That's not enough? That's not enough? I guess not. I mean, I guess not. Maybe we'll just play some fucking video games. Jesus. Hang on, though. I want to see something real quick. I got a DM... Okay, I wanted to see if we had a schedule for that, but not yet. Okay. All right, well, let's get back to games, because that's what we want to talk about, right? Let's see if there's any new news that has dropped since we've been here doing this delightful show together. Let's see. And then if there hasn't been, we will look at some new game demos. PG says, I don't want to expand my mind. I want to not think once in a while. Sure. I got it. But I'm not asking you to think that much. I'm asking you to see some fucking cool shit. But let's go to, let's see if any breaking news has occurred. Okay. Yeah, toilet seat, Randy Disher. I knew you'd come back, Randy Disher. And here's the deal. You know toilet seat's back too. If it buffers, hit refresh. Sorry, fellas. I'll get this fixed soon. Let's see. Any new news? What is this? They've got some D&D shit going on in Minecraft. They got a Mind Flayer, an owl bear. That's pretty cool. Gelatinous cube, a mimic. I still haven't watched Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man yet, but I hear it's really, really good. What else do we got? What other game news do we got? I want to play that that new game that came out on PS Plus yesterday. I do too, hair metal. I love the weird stuff. The Bloom and Roses or something like that. It's kind of the Life is Strange thing. I want to give that a play, but I haven't yet. Has anybody played that? I don't know. I've already gone through all this news. I go through all the news like 20 times a day looking for fun stuff to talk about. So we know we got ourselves Split Fiction. I'm totally looking forward to that. March 6th. I will be playing it with members of the show. Looking forward to that. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything new? Let's go to NeoGAF. I saw that this was delayed. The Tales of the Shire got pushed from March now to July, but I'm excited for that. Necro says, I see your tricks, Jaffe. I refreshed and got an ad of some women saying I never used to wear underwear. Cool. You only played 3 minutes, Richard Joseph of Lost Records. Why? Not good? Sergeant Frosty Killing Floor beta dropped today. I was going to get into it, but then I saw a lot of people saying it wasn't very good. I don't know. Has that been your experience? Okay, let's see. What do we got? BioWare veteran calls off. See, this will let you know I listened to the audience, right? I was going to do this story. BioWare veteran calls out people celebrating layoffs after Dragon Age, the Veilguard backlash. And you know what I said? I said, my audience knows what I think about this. They already know that I love Dragon Age, the Veilguard. They already know that I am a disliker of these people that are just out there making waves and being dicks to people who are making games and doing it in a cruel way. So I just said, I'm not going to talk about it. What's the point? You know what I'm going to say? And I'm depending on how long you've been on the chat, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, GTA Online getting a next-gen update on PC, One Pump Man. When is that happening? Because I really do want to jump in to that. I've never really played it. Cameron says, how does a country that elects Trump act like they're constantly thinking about politics while they're not gaming? I didn't vote for the guy. I didn't fucking vote for the guy. Okay, let's see. I'm troubled, this guy says, Boss Lackey. The growing trend of thumbstick controls in 2D platformers. It is true. It is true. Sergeant Frosty says, Killing Floor 3, people complained about the dumbest shit without even playing it. They complained about the UI and the graphics not being up to par. The game is great. Oh, okay, cool. Then I will try to get in. That's excellent. Okay, so there you go. There's the news. Anything else? God of War Speedrun says my best Dragon Age game. I mean, I've only played a large percentage of, what's it called? Inquisition, which I really, really liked. And I've played a lot more, and I'm almost done with Veilguard. I think they're two very, very, very different games, but I enjoyed them both a great deal. But I guess I would say Veilguard. Veilguard's like my number 3 game of the year. I think it's just fucking delightful. It's so good. So good. Okay, One Pump, the GTA Online thing is coming out in March 4th. Yeah, Gabriel says we need community GTA roleplay server. Tech has been telling me. Tech, are you there?
I'm here.
Talk to me about this, because I know you and I briefly talked about the Grand Theft Auto role-playing thing. We get hit up all the time with people saying, hey, do a thing with us for sponsorship or whatever. And I don't fully understand the role-play part. I know that you can log into Grand Theft Auto Online and play a bunch of mods, but what is a role-play server? And when Gabriel says we need a community role-play server, what the fuck is that he talking about?
So GTA RP in Grand Theft Auto 5 is a mod list that allows you to do much more, thematic gameplay, where you can choose to be like a civilian or a criminal or a police officer. And so you have, anywhere from 50 to 200 people on a single map of GTA 5, and they have actual jobs, right? If you're just a civilian, you might work at the burger place, or you might be a nurse or a doctor. If you're a criminal, you might just be interested in doing drugs, or maybe you're doing bank heists. And you start a crew, or you join someone else's crew, and they do planned events, like we're gonna rob the bank on Thursday at this time. Or if you're a cop, you sign into your shift, you have to take a class, learn the 10 codes, 1047 going here. You have to know the streets, we're going southbound on this street, chasing this criminal, this type of car. You pull people over for breaking the law if you're a police officer, or if you're a criminal. You might even take someone hostage, right? Grab someone, take them with you to the bank to negotiate with the police officers. Hey, give us a head start to try and escape, and you can get the hostage back. It's pretty involved.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Matthew says it's GTA mixed with D&D roleplay. That sounds fucking awesome. That sounds fucking awesome.
We've had multiple offers. We even got an offer a couple days ago to join a server. It's pretty popular to have you as a personality, but you'd have to dedicate a certain part of your week, pretty steadily to be involved, right?
Well,
if you're gonna be a character.
I think we do. Let's just do our own, right? We could do our own and have members of the members could play it with us.
If you want to invest, less than $2,000 a month in maintaining the whole thing, yeah, we can do it.
Oh, you have to pay for the server though, right?
pay for the server, pay for admins. Maybe you don't have to if we have some dedicated fans that want to do this shit for free.
Okay, I'm going to look.
Some of these other ones are paid for.
I'm going to look into it because it sounds like a lot of fun. So, yeah, Robbo says you have to really be down to do it. Let's go real quick. Let me just want to see what should I put in YouTube? What's like a real popular one so we can just look at a trailer or a example.
Let me get you a video. NoPixel GTA RP server trailer. NoPixel.
Spelled it wrong, but NoPixel.
Sending it to you in Discord, in your DMs.
Okay. Let's take a look.
It's a 5-minute video. It's a good watch.
All right. I don't think I'm going to watch the whole thing, but let's watch this now for a little bit.
Welcome to NoPixel 4.0, a complete overhaul of GTA 5, bringing players, viewers, and modders a brand new experience and an entirely refreshed game world. Players will be provided with the best possible experience and tools to roleplay, while visually the entire game will be brought to the modern age with a complete graphic overhaul. Let's show you what we have built. Customize your character with our high-quality updated face options and altered appearances. Keep your character looking unique and refreshed using our brand new clothing line with options for everyone that will see new clothing drops monthly. Los Santos has been given a facelift. The entire world has changed and will feel more modern. Thousands of textures and props have been edited or added. Server-side visuals improve lighting and particle effects, which change the way you experience smoke, explosions, shadows, wound effects, and much, much more.
So just so I'm clear on this is their server and you pay a monthly fee to play in it, or this is like Unreal 5 where you rent the tools to make your own thing? What is this actual thing?
They have a team of staffers, right, that took the code for GTA.
Yeah.
Right. They have injected their own code to make it look better and add new, ways to engage the environment. They've updated the map. Now, most people do pay a monthly service to play on the server. So
Okay.
like people that don't do YouTube, they just want to have the experience. But they have content creators who are on YouTube who million subscriber channels that will play as a character, and they don't have to pay. Right? The server likes them to join in, likes them to be a personality. People that are, I don't say flamboyant, but like they're very
charismatic, online, extroverted kind of things. Okay.
Yeah. So it attracts more people. So I think we should watch the whole trailer.
All right. I'll keep watching. Yeah. Hector says it's a streamer content server. Okay, cool. Yeah. And One Pump Man, you're right. I say wait. I might still jump into this to experience it, but I am very excited for what GTA Online is talking about in terms of Fortnite and Roblox path that they talked about the other day, where there's going to be a lot more ease of this, and it really is going to become its own content platform. I think that's going to be really fucking cool. So, okay, here we go.
UI elements have been reworked from the ground up, so you can experience more fluid and well-rounded systems throughout your character's life.
Oh, and then also we'll bring in Pompish right after this before we play our first game. So we see you, Pompish.
All of our items have been modeled into 3D space, so drop or throw each item and see them in the game world. To truly immerse you and your character into the gameplay experience, a new crafting and health system has been integrated. Weapons come in varying qualities, impacting their reliability and performance.
Sergeant, I have not played that game. Keep talking. I know what it is, but I've not played it.
They significantly impact your firearms, so inspect and transform your guns just the way you like. Our health system breaks down your body into different parts. Wounds directly affect your health, so keep an eye on your character state. And if you need help,
Ravnos, I will, but I want to watch this first.
Get you back on your feet.
Okay, so you can roleplay EMTs. That's cool.
Your car will have a new look, sound, and more realistic handling feel. Every car in the city has been overhauled, from visuals, handling, and sounds, all the way to the addition of performance parts, like manual and sequential transmission.
This is
simulated to act similarly
this
to real
is
life, where you will have to learn what works best. Oh, and there are some other vehicles working again too.
role
Housing is being
playing
overhauled to now allow walk-in property all over the world.
role playing
The furniture
GTA
system
server.
has more advanced features to use. Craft furniture and make your house your own. From rare items you buy to items only
Hey,
found
Tech.
in other parts of the world.
Yeah, I'm here.
If I wanted to rent a server for the memberships, just for members to play and stream, what would that cost? Like if I wanted to use the NoPixel thing and it was just us playing, what is the monthly for that?
I'll look into it, but it would require you getting like another PC.
I got to get one anyway. So, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
New interiors have been added from police stations and
But yeah, One Pump says, I would love to just play with people in the server, but not roleplay. Oh, we're role-playing, bitch. Hector, Hal, and I are going to be in there role-playing the shit out of it. We'll just pretend you're a crazy person that thinks you're in a video game. That's fine.
hospitals to your trusted electronics store next door. You will
Yeah, of
find
course,
a
Rob.
huge variety of new places to explore and interiors that can be used in multiple ways to be run by you as a player, as well as your next lucrative target to fill up your pockets. A network of catacombs and sewers stretches across
The fuck's a
entire
catacomb?
south side that can be seamlessly entered and exited. Will you play cat and mouse games between gangs and cops? Or are you longing for a dark, damp home?
You
It's
goddamn
up to
right,
you.
USA.
Welcome to Sewer City.
Yeah, roleplay as yourself. Absolutely,
The
man.
economy will be fully reset and will feel more realistic. All players will have to start working their way from the ground up.
Ravnos,
to
have you
reach their
played it?
goals. How you do that is up to you. The contact system is anyone's key to unlocking a progressive life of crime and opportunity. Connect with a network of
World of
influential individuals
Horror.
around the city.
I'll look that
each
up. I've not heard of it.
specializing in unique criminal domains. Embark on missions.
Oh,
and
cool,
illicit
Joker.
activities
Excellent.
To build your reputation and trust.
Let me and Tech
Complete
do a little
heists,
research, but
craft
yeah, I'll let you
weapons,
know.
Trade on the black market, or even help start the next drug epidemic.
That's awesome.
As a civilian, you play an equally crucial role in shaping the world. Connect with a diverse range of contacts
You got it.
spanning
God
various
of War.
professions and industries. Contacts offer opportunities, mentorship, and collaboration, allowing civilians to thrive in an ever-evolving city. Build relationships to unlock career advancement, business ownership, contact unlocks, and a vibrant civilian life where being caught for any crime could ruin your entire career. There's
I
so
agree,
much
Jay.
more waiting for you.
It's cool.
So join us, explore, and have fun.
Yeah, it's
This is NoPixel 4.0.
it is very hard to imagine that Rockstar is not going to be making this just sort of the norm for their online. But I mean, how could you not? This is fantastic. It sounds really, really cool. Although Ravno says he's played it and it's just kind of mindless. But I guess it depends, how much role playing you bring to it, right? All right. So it sounds like Pompous just wants to talk to Tech. So let me bring in Luke Mavazihi. Luke, it's Jaffe. What's going on, champ? What do you want to talk about?
He is deafened and muted, so he
I
can't hear you
don't. I don't have him
on the
muted.
stream.
It's him. Yeah, he's done that.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, it's on your end, buddy.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little quiet, but sure.
Should I turn something up?
Maybe. Are you on Windows or what are you on?
Yeah, I'm on my PC.
Okay, so just go to your microphone settings and see where the volume's currently set.
Like on Discord?
It could be Discord or it could be your actual, just sort of your sound mixing at the bottom right of your dock on Windows. Yeah, One Pump, Awesome Tatum. Yeah, I'll be the Kingpin. You can play Daredevil in the RPG. I'm sure they got superheroes. If not, I'll make one. You know who I want to have on the show? I want to have an actual superhero. Those guys who actually do patrol the streets. There's been documentaries about them. I'd love to talk to somebody like that. All right, what's going on? Let's just. I'll turn you up as loud as I can. We'll make do. Just talk a little louder, maybe.
Yeah, so, I was, I don't know if, they've asked you this already before, but I've just been watching interviews and, haven't seen anything about it, but, like, I've been asking kind of questions about, like, where some of the characters from Twisted Metal came from.
Yeah.
Did you say something like Sweet Tooth came from, like, Spawn? Like, the clown in Spawn?
Well, so Sweet Tooth came from a couple places. In fact, I'll show you on the screen, right? Let me put it up on the screen here. So the original idea of Sweet Tooth came from Maximum Overdrive, the Stephen King directed movie, where they took the Green Goblin head and they mounted it on the front of a semi-truck.
Yeah.
We really loved that because we were like, how do we make? Because I remember sitting in the conference room at Sony and going, we want to make these characters like Mortal Kombat characters or Street Fighter characters, and we're like, oh, this would be a great way to do it because it's an actual face. And so that was the beginning, and then we said, ooh, let's do it with a clown head. And so that really was the main thing. And then making him a crazy clown, there were actually a couple of characters in Spawn. One was the clown, like just clown, but then there was an actual serial killer in an ice cream truck called Billy Kincaid.
Yeah, he's like a serial killer, right?
Right. And so I think it was between the Green Goblin thing, Billy Kincaid, and the clown, and then just going, let's do an ice cream truck since we need cars that have personality to begin with. That kind of moved us into the initial thought of Sweet Tooth. And then after that, it really became, it really got built out after marketing realized that, hey, you know what would be a good idea is to do, using Sweet Tooth on the box, and then Lee Wilson, the concept artist, started doing a lot of art where he was anthropomorphized and he was like laughing as cars drove past him, like the clown on the head. So it wasn't by the time we really got to 2, we started to, it really kind of evolved as we went. But that's kind of the main idea.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Can I ask another question or?
Yeah, you can ask one more, then I'm going to get somebody else. But yeah, what's going on?
All right. Yeah. So I was. I have a whole list of all these guys I want to ask about.
Well, you can always call back later. I just got to keep the show moving.
Yeah, no, I get it. So was Mr. Ash supposed to be like Satan himself?
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Mr. Ash was, Mr. Ash was, if you ever saw, my favorite part of that is when we shot the live action movies. I mean, the guy who did the props had talent, but he didn't have much money or time. And I think he was putting together the prison for the character Black like the minute before we finished shooting, and it was like a Folgers coffee cup. And if you actually watch the video where Mr. Ash opens up the cup or the soul canister, you can see the Folgers lid just kind of flapping like it weighs like 5 ounces and shit. It's so cheeseball.
Yeah.
But he was he was meant to be Satan though. Absolutely.
All right, cool. Well,
all right, man. Anytime. Call back, buddy. See you soon.
All right.
All right. Hector Howell had something real quick. Hector, what's going on, man? Hector,
hey, how's it going?
Very good. What's going on? You have some news?
Little piece of news, not something that is going to be immediately actionable, but I thought I'd mention it because it's kind of exciting.
Okay.
I got a Project Sigil invite, and it comes with 5 additional codes.
You lucky dog. Excellent.
So I'm going to be able to get in there, check it out, and then bring our party. It cannot be streamed. It cannot even be taken screenshots of.
Okay.
So it is not priority in my mind, and it's also still in development.
But we could do. Does it come with like? And if you guys don't know, Project Sigil, I'll put it up while we're talking real quick. Project Sigil is like the Frankensteining of traditional Dungeons and Dragons with Unreal Engine 5. And it's meant to make playing D&D and also watching people play D&D a lot more exciting. This is basically what it is. So here's my question though: does it come with a campaign already that we could just kind of, try out the pre-built just to see what it's like, even though it wouldn't be part of our official campaign we're playing?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't opened it up yet. Okay. I just got the email, and I thought I'd mention it because it's kind of cool.
Fuck yeah! I'm super excited. I want to play. I want to play. This is the future.
The players already filled out?
What's that?
All the players already set?
I don't think. I mean, he just got
probably. I don't know exactly, but we'll see. We'll see about all that.
Let me know. Thank you. Let me know how it is. Let me know if you want to share one of those codes. I'm dying to hear about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll check it out, and I'll keep us posted through our D&D group.
Sounds good. All right, buddy. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'll talk to you later, buddy. All right. Hey, Tech, what was everything good right now? We ready to jump into some games in a minute?
Yeah, we're solid. Let's get some gameplay.
All right, cool. I know Ravnos was like, no, okay, now go over and watch Laow. I'm like, okay. Ravnos, do you want us to watch 3 minutes of this? If he does, we'll watch 3 minutes. Then we're going to play some demos. Let me just do a poll. So this is the new show. I'm not on this show, but I'm on this network. Okay, and Ravnos is none too happy. We'll say watch. Here's the poll. Watch a few minutes of what's it called? Laow Live, which I guess is their main show, which I've not really watched before.
It's pronounced LOL, like
LOL.
L-U-L-L.
Okay.
Cow.
Joker, is it D&D only? Can it work with Pathfinder? I don't know. I think it is
D&D mechanics only.
D&D mechanics. Okay. I do think my understanding is that it can work with a lot of different licensed products. Like in the video, they talk about bringing in Transformers and stuff, but I don't think the rule set, at least at the moment, is anything but D&D. But it would not surprise me if they eventually did like Virtual Tabletop does and stuff, and let a lot of different systems in there. But we'll see. I'm excited though, because whether those guys are the ones to crack it, or Virtual Tabletop or whatever goes 3D, someone is ultimately going to do it. So okay, here we go. It sounds like the chat says 55% want to see 3 minutes of this. I did see, Alex, that Ninja Turtles are in Call of Duty this season. I haven't played it yet. Set timer to 3 minutes and 35 seconds. All right, let's see.
3 minutes and 35
All right, here we go.
seconds. Counting down.
Digging an ever smaller
do
bubble
the
here.
work.
And I'm creating an ever smaller bubble here, but like some people are like psychotic, right? There's people that even homeless shelters won't keep in there because they want to fight people, use drugs in the bathroom, that kind of stuff.
Boogie continue the RL rant, but play the Boogie Lied song at the same time.
Fuck off. No,
I get what
listen,
I get what you want to say. You want to say like always be
okay.
uplifting and like force yourself through stuff, fake it to make it. You've always said this.
Every living creature, every inanimate object is a spirit taking form. You are God. This is God's realm. You are part of this realm. Look, you're not awake right now. You're asleep. You're being Jordy. That's okay. I'm glad that you are. There's no problem with that. Do that. Live that life. I'm happy for you. What I'm trying to say is, God damn it, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Nightly Truth, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to help some fucking people. What I'm trying to explain to you is you chose to play the character. If you chose to play the psychotic character, you played that role for some reason. There is no coincidence. There is no happenstance. This is as it is happening the way we plan for it to happen. And by the way, it's happening on multiple dimensions all at the same time. You're just focusing on this particular dimension. If there is a dimension where you wouldn't be psychotic, there is a dimension you can shift to that timeline. You need to listen to Bashar. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You need to listen to Bashar. Look him up on TikTok. Bashar. You can look him up on your TikTok. Look him up on YouTube. He will teach you these things. If you want to be awake, you can be awake. I need you to be awake. I need you to be awake. It's so important. The more of us that are awakened in this world, the better this world will get. The people like Elon Musk, like Donald Trump, like Joe Biden, like Hillary Clinton, they want you to stay asleep. They don't want you to manifest your real power. The people that are in physical power of this universe want to stay in spiritual power. They want to keep you down. They don't want you to awaken. But if you awaken, that's why they outlawed LSD. That's why they outlawed LSD. Look at the awakening that happened in the 60s when they made LSD.
He's right, by the way. He's right about all of this.
The guy who made LSD,
No, I'm not going on this show. This is not the show I'm going on. No.
He was one of the most awakened people in the world. We need to get Net Nobody in here. He'll talk to you about this stuff. Net Nobody has awakened like nobody else I've ever known. He's lived millions of lives in millions of dimensions. He will come here and he will tell you
Right,
about
Mike,
this.
he's not wrong.
Don't
You're
let
right.
these
You're
people
right.
keep you down. If we all awaken, they will have no control over us. We can manifest a better timeline. We can manifest a better world. No more global warming. No more fucking wars. No more bullshit. You just have to wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up. It's so important that you wake up.
Drugs are bad, kids. Drugs are bad.
Drugs are good, kids. Drugs are healthy.
Look at this motherfucker.
He reminds me of
thinks
like
Joe
a
Biden,
hamster that
Hillary
became a
Clinton,
person.
and Donald Trump are afraid of him, and he's out of breath from speaking.
They're not afraid of me. They have oppression of me. Look what they.
All right, there you go. So there's your 3 minutes. I don't know. I mean, I understand, Ravnos, that may not be, and that's probably not even what you're talking about. But in that case, you asked me to stream 3 minutes, and I streamed 3 minutes. Okay. I mean, it's simple, says Awesome. Support Jaffe here, support him over there. If the Laow stuff ain't your bag, stay with Jaffe here. Yeah, don't worry about it. We don't all have to agree on everything. Isn't that the lesson of this channel over the years? We don't have to agree on everything to be pals. I'm never going to be mean to people intentionally. Like, I did find out I was being mean to Ludo. But I didn't know when we were making fun of his accent. I thought we were all just taking the piss, and I thought he was in on the joke. And the minute I learned that it was actually hurting his feelings, I was like, oh, I'm never going to do that again. I thought we were just shooting the shit. But, no, I'm never going to change that. Why did I want you to watch this? I don't know. Ravnos seems... I guess because he was assuming what was going to happen is one of them was going to say something really offensive, like the N word or the R word or the T word, whatever. And, the guy's not wrong. I'm sure they do traffic in that at times. Maybe not the N word anymore, thank God. But I don't. That's not me. JJD says, so you should be cool with doing business and hanging out with anti-LGBTQ people. I hang out and do business with anti-LGBTQ people all the time, as do you. I mean, I don't like their opinions on that, but when somebody serves me French fries at McDonald's, I don't know what their fucking political ideology is. And even if I did, what am I going to do? Not take the French fries from the lady because she's wearing a MAGA hat? I think you're going to be lonely and miserable if you look, if you are diving into a pool with people and you are contributing to harming other people, that's different. That's different. It's not about agreeing, Jaffe, says Miss Raven. It doesn't matter what you believe. You're working with a known racist bigot. How could you work for someone who actively wants people like me and your son gone? Miss Raven, if you could show me that. I have not experienced that. I have not seen that side. The only thing I've seen that feels really worrisome about Keemstar specifically is the fact that there was some stuff he said in the 2010s that was a long time ago, and my understanding is he's walked that back and apologized and blah, blah, blah. But if you said to me, hey, Jaffe, no, this is what he said 2 weeks ago, like that Smash JT guy where he's retweeting someone about wanting the trans ideology to be removed from the planet, well, no, I wouldn't get near him with a 20-foot pole. And yeah, he does employ trans folks. I'm working with trans folks right now on the show we do in the afternoon. But the way this went down, you're being used as a tool. How am I being used at all? I'm being used as somebody who works for a company and they pay me. And I go and I do a show I like with Jay, a guy I like. And we talk about games and tech and weird science and shit like that. So again, you have a right, fellas. I respect that. Okay, give me one thing Ravnos sent me that tracks with what Miss Raven is saying. I want to see when Miss Raven writes, how can you work for someone who actively wants people like me and your son gone? Send me that or tell me where to find that and let's watch that. And if that is the person that I'm working with and that's really recent and they haven't walked it back or said I've changed or I'm better and they haven't done it in a long time, great. But if they haven't done that, then no, of course. What do you mean, why do I need proof? Why do I need proof, JJD? Wouldn't you need proof if somebody was saying terrible things about someone that you're working with and if they turned out to be true, you would seriously consider not working with them again? What? Miss Raven says he's anti-trans. There's plenty of proof. Okay, you seriously need word-for-word proof? Yes. You clearly, come on, Miss Raven. If you're going to call somebody something awful like anti-trans, which is awful, I agree with you, don't you think that, I would assume you had arrived at a place where you had seen that? No, Miss Raven, I really don't. I'm being logical here. Jaffe, she says, you've got to see how you're being ridiculous here. So you want me to basically take your word for it, and I say, well, that's a pretty awful accusation. If you're right, I might need to reconsider this. Could you please provide me evidence? And you say, oh, you really need me to provide you evidence? I'm like, yeah. I don't think that's ridiculous. I think that's common sense. What am I missing? Chat, what's happening? Do we agree with Miss Raven? Am I missing something here? All the rhetoric makes me side with Asmon even more after watching. Oh, well, Asmon was simply wrong. I mean, but I don't know what to tell you. Jaffe is being ridiculous by wanting proof of what he considers a serious accusation. Yes. I would like proof, please. Anyway. Okay, we are going to get to games. Miss Raven, I would just like to see evidence. Let's just stick with the trans thing, because that's what you brought up, which would make me want to walk away in a heartbeat. I agree with you, Miss Raven. That sounds terrible. I would not do business with that. But is it too much saying, that is impossible for me to have some evidence or something? I don't get that. Anyway, let's play some games. If you got any evidence, send them to me. But for now, oh, Miss Raven, shut up. No offense, but shut up. You literally wrote, he's anti-trans. Dude, that's literally all the proof you need. What? So if I came out and said, Miss Raven is anti-Semitic, and somebody said, oh, where's the proof of that? That's a pretty serious accusation. And I said, dude, that's all the proof you need. I said it. Come on, Miss Raven. I don't know you from anybody. I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. What you're offering up is a very serious accusation. And you're right. Matthew says people have said some bad things about Jaffe, and it's all been bullshit. Let's see your evidence. Right, 100%. I mean, Ravnos, what is the I'm going to play games right now, but what is the most salient thing that I should watch after the stream? I'll watch it. Okay, what? Dude, she says, there's proof he's anti-trans. And I'm asking you, where is it? Can you please provide it? And then you're saying there's not proof. You got to be a troll, Raven. You got to be a troll. My stress levels are pretty good.
What game trailer are we starting with?
Let's see. Let's look at Sand playtest. Let's take a look. I'm kind of in the mood. I'm playing a bunch of demos, though. All right, this is a game called Sand. And it is about, I believe, building giant sand things. Okay, of course, Miss Raven can call in. Absolutely, I want the facts. You guys know me. Come on now. Oh, I've played the Neon Inferno demo. It's great, Sergeant Frosty. It's a little, I'm not sure how I feel about shooting into the background like Wild Arms, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, if she's in the Discord, Tech Protect set it up. In the meantime, let's look at this. Let me make myself green screened a little bit just so you see more. The green screen's a little off today, but okay. Let's do randomize for now because I don't really give a shit. I guess I'll be this guy. Who's this? Okay, Ravnos sent me a bunch of stuff. I will take a look at it in a few minutes. I want to go through this first, then we'll look at what Ravnos sent. Okay, hello, Praying Ocelot. Okay, I select Tramper. I'll do this one. And I guess you build these giant... I have no idea what this is. Here we go. It is obviously multiplayer. I think it is survival-ish. A, B, C? I have no idea. But relax, bruh. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I don't, you know, it reminds me of, you know, when people say Jaffe, whoa, let me turn this down. All right, ooh. Don't squish my dude. Okay, Tech, let me know how the frame rate is.
Audio on stream. Oh, okay, will do.
Is that my child?
Yeah, she's playing guitar here.
Hey, my baby. But no, yeah, it matters to kids. I don't care if you think I'm a lol cow. What do I give a shit? I'm having a good time. I'm living life. Oh no, the internet. What? I mean, I don't even... Why do you care? To me, that's the bigger story. It's like, why are you guys so worried about what people think about you? I've never been that guy. And that's what allows you to do shit in the world. You know how many people are just stuck in place because they're terrified of what they're going to be judged? This game is called Sand, Film Gamer X. It is a... It's a demo that's out on Steam right now. It's not Steam Next Fest yet, but... So, okay, I get it. So you play it with your buddies, if anybody wants to download it, and I guess you're all building... It's kind of like Sea of Thieves, maybe, but on sand? And you're kind of building up your crew and everything to kind of go out, and I don't really know anything else. I love you too, JJD, with all my heart and soul. Shane's World, I agree with that. Love and kindness, man. All right, so let's see what the map says. I don't really... You know, you would think for a game like this, they would do a little bit better at telling you what the fuck you're supposed to do. Like, what is the moment-to-moment gameplay? Let me go over there and see if I can explore that thing. Turn the wheel, bitch. Let's see if there's my guess is you're trying to go and explore and craft and get materials, I think. Is it running bad? It's not running on the Switch, but does it look bad? Like visually, it looks like it's the frame is chunkies. I don't have VSync turned on. How's the frame rate?
Looks fine on my end.
It looks okay? Okay. Alright, how do we stop? You can strafe. Does that stop? Or... Okay, please stop, please stop. Oh shit. No, just stop. Movement speed. Oh, okay, it says stop, but what's the button? Is it return? It doesn't say how to stop it because I think it's in German.
I think you have to stop having it turn. So make it go straight. And right now you can reverse.
Okay. Halt. There we go. Kind of neat. Okay. Wait, can I open the container? What's tab? Ooh. Oh, is this my stuff? Okay. So this is empty? Yeah, Frog, it is kind of like, it seems very Sea of Thieves-y. I agree. Are you really, Rob? Open container. Alright, what's this? Some valuables. I guess you can sell these. Okay. It feels totes fine to play. I'm just not really sure what to do. Which I saw somebody in the chat say sometimes that's fun, and I get that. I've played Pal World. I like it. It's really good. I haven't played it in a while. Let me go over here real quick. Oh, there's a map. What does that say? How do I zoom in? Oh, okay. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Okay. Am I excited for Born Again, Daredevil? Yeah, I am. Or maybe curious is TJM more the proper phrasing, I would assume. Let me know when we want to move on to the next game. Bitrate, fresh air. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the right headspace, I could see that. Yeah, survival game. Yeah, for sure. All right, what's in here? Ooh, shotgun. I'll take that. Thank you very much. All right, now. But who do I use the shotgun on? Alright, well, let's at least take it. It's weird, the older I get, the more patience I've gotten for playing games like this, which you would think it would be the opposite. Yeah, I want to play Power Stone as well, Jay. Alarm box triggered. Map updated with delivery destination and box position. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I guess I got to go to Kaiser plots. All right, I can do that. Did I put the box down? Do I still have it? That's true, Totes. Wait, going the wrong way. Martin, I don't know. There's a tweet that went out today that they're doing a thing at a they're doing an art gallery panel, and they've asked me to come to that for the 20th anniversary of God of War, and I probably will. I probably will. Oh, can I even get up here with that, or? Yeah, ADD definitely will hit you with the game playing, but for some reason I've really enjoyed sort of the losing myself in more of the simulations and stuff. Oh, okay. No food. Okay, I got it. All right. I've not watched the new. I did see the new Dune trailers for the game. Yeah. All right. So I'll just put this here. All right. Pompish, hey buddy, he says, I no longer watch J content. The season of getting back at Rich is over. If you guys are passionate about it, support the stream here more. Well, I appreciate you supporting it, all you've done, Pompish. Thanks, buddy. Like I said, all that stuff's new to me. I don't really engage in any of that stuff. I'm just there to talk. Let's see. Let's go. I'm just there to talk interesting tech topics, man. But yeah, Pompich, thank you, bud. Am I out of gas? Maybe I gotta go turn this fucking thing on. I never saw Wild Wild West, Jay. I heard it was just terrible, but probably one of those movies that after all the drama goes away, it's actually, you know, enjoyable. What the fuck? Oh. Alright, where are we going? Seems like a long fucking time I gotta walk around. This is slow as fuck. Ooh, there's something out there. Is that wind or is that a sandworm? Is there anything to shoot? It was not a good movie. It's cool you can strafe. I guess I'm moving. Like, am I the thing in the bottom left that's moving, or the center green thing that's moving?
I think you're the center green thing.
All right, I'm bored. Let's do something different. I mean, I'm sure it's got potential, but I don't really have any interest in learning what the potential is. So, I mean, that's the tough thing. There's so many games to play now that if you're going to put out a demo, you got to put your best fucking foot forward, man. You really, really do. Okay. This is a demo that is out today on PlayStation as well. Rusty Rabbit. I don't know what it is, but we're going to play it. And we're going to see, and we're going to judge it. No, Toaster, I don't. I'm 53 years old. He says, do you like the like? Did you see the like-dislike ratio of your Asmongold video? No. I don't care. there is a group of people in the world that you know, younger kids seem to really have come up caring about things like likes and dislikes, and but I'm not one of them. Because think about what those people are really saying, Toaster. You're basically saying that you put a premium on your opinion being liked and validated by others, and that matters more to some people than actually being free to express themselves. I can't, I'm not of that generation. I can't fucking fathom that. I'd rather be wrong, or disliked, but honest. Oh my God, come on, nobody cares. Skip the cutscene. It is a demo. It is a demo. Wow me. It's actually likes and dislikes are not the key. Engagement's the key. So dislikes and likes are the same to YouTube. People are spending time. I have not seen that, Sapphire. It sounds delightful. I like Dig Dug though, and I like SteamWorld Dig, so you know, maybe that's what this is like. Oh, all right, Da Vinci's good to see you, bud. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I appreciate it, man. What kind of drama, Dr. Dry Rub? It's not my drama. I mean, I don't have to deal with any of it. My thoughts on Tina? Who is Tina?
Tina was the lady missing teeth that had part of her leg removed.
Oh, she's a Spitfire. She's my new girlfriend. I don't have any thoughts on her. It does look like that Fist game. It does. Buttons and Rusty? No. Okay, hang on. Press this, then A.
Let's go. How's that?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, I got it.
Go. Blast off.
Movie Maniac, that show is, that's not exactly what happened. That's how Gina likes to tell the story. But that's not really, Toaster, it's okay. I'm not saying, you know, Gina's no liar, but let's just say we remember it a little bit differently.
Blast off. Let's go. Go. Well, look at this.
Tosu Chan wants to know if he thinks this is a good game so far.
Well, look at
It's not bad. It's, you know, it controls a little clunky. The guy's voice is kind of annoying. But I could see it being, you know, it's got a... I like Metroidvanias, contrary to popular belief, so far it's kind of cool, I guess. Oh, shit. Jaffe, thank you, buddy. 20 months. 20 months, Cult of Calypso. Hopefully you'll come to the Alana Pierce lunch next week. Finished Final Fantasy VII Remake the other night, says Film Gamer X, and love the story. Looking forward to picking up Rebirth. Have you played it yet? I played the demo of one of them, and I liked it, but it was one of those things where I was just kind of like, I probably am not going to have the time to really fall in love with it, but I might eventually. But yeah, thank you for that, buddy, and congrats on finishing. But hang on. I guess here's what I'd say. There's nothing bad about it at all.
Here's a good one.
It's just kind of like, I've played this a million times. It doesn't really, you know. I mean, that's the trick, man, right? It's like you're going to put out a new game. You better fucking come with something unique. And this is nice and everything. But I don't know who would greenlight this. I mean, maybe it gets amazing, but even then, you look at what you're competing with right now in the market. And if this is just really well executed, but it's nothing different than that, then you're really fucked. Because this is just, you know, who cares? But I've seen that a lot of indie game developers do that. They just don't really, you know. I mean, it's not, you know, not everybody really cares about thinking about the market, or they're like, oh, it's fun, Dad, I love it, and they just don't know why everybody else doesn't love it. And that's a real tragedy. But there are different types of people, and some people who are good at actually executing this stuff are usually, or not usually, but sometimes they're not the ones that are good at kind of going, what might be commercially compelling. So
That thing moves even.
like, they can't compete with the narrative aspects of other games. It's just kind of been there, done that. And so you're left with really D-level cutscenes, and it's like you might as well not even have them. It's fun to do this, I'll say this, the kind of SteamWorld Dig, or Dig Dug vibe, that feels pretty good in this, but I wish I was doing just a lot more of that than this.
It looks like this way leads to the outside.
Yeah, I don't want to play this anymore, this is boring. But I want to show you something. I want to show you what I'm talking about, though. Something that did this. Oh my God! Shut up! Give me the menu so I can fucking end this nightmare. Oh my God! Oh my God! Come on, man! What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What if only a few people made the game? It doesn't need to be a smash hit, only good enough. Well, no, it needs to be a smash hit. It doesn't. It doesn't have to. It can be. Oh my God! It can be good enough in a certain genre. And it doesn't have to be, you know, but it's got to be compelling, at least for people who are looking for it. It's got to be, you know, unique. I'm trying to, let me show you if I can remember what this thing was called. Was it like Boulder? Or, oh man, what is that game called? Hang on. Steam, Minor Rocks, Dig Dug, Steam World. It is called Good Digging Games. Maybe Minor. I'll put in Minor. But there are games that do a lot of simpler things, and they do them really well. And that's the stuff that works. And you don't have to, you know, the reason the game we just looked at doesn't work very well is because there are already games out there that do what they're doing at a much higher production value and a much more polished take. And so if you can't deliver a unique twist or mechanic or idea, then you're just competing with these other games that are already doing this better. And so even if it's only made by one person, you know, who's going to want to play what I just played? I mean, it's, you know, the same old shit, right? Let's see. So I'll show you what I downloaded. So I downloaded a couple of things, but here's a game I've been wanting to play for a while. I have no idea what it is. Deliver at all costs, right? I don't know what the game is, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, like Pepper Grinder. That's not what I was thinking of, JSD, but Pepper Grinder's a great example, though.
1959, a time of rock and roll, polka dot dresses, and the ever-looming dread of nuclear annihilation. But let's not dwell on the doom and gloom. Our tale begins on the sleepy island of Saint Monique.
Horror at Highbrook. Remind me to play that. That sounds interesting. Oh, is this Konami? I didn't even notice that.
Pass it on. Pass it on.
So like this, I'm watching this, and it's just a cutscene, but it's clearly got something interesting about it and different. The setting, the style, the music, so I'm curious.
We're blessed with yet another hot house of a day here on our precious island. Sunny skies, 86 degrees, and 100% humidity. Good times. Don't forget sunscreen and bottled water. Anyways, here are the latest
Bottled water in the
The Sheriff's
50s?
Department continues to suffer on mass resignations, apparently because of low wages and abysmal working conditions. Deputy Lacrosse told St. Monique Morning Post, blaming it on City Council. Ever so eloquent, he went so far as saying, "Sincerely hope you don't get burglarized, Mayor, because soon, mark my words, there won't be any officers left to protect this island." Harsh words. Lock your doors, people. Finally, the new highway. New Reed up north is back on track after last week's protests and is expected to be finished before year's end. Now, here's some more music. Carl, did you feel that? Is that a quake?
Okay, I get it. Let's go. Oh, nobody cares at this point. This... I did play the Pirate Yakuza demo. It was great. No one gives a shit about this at this point. Let's go. Okay, can we play now?
Good morning, ladies and gents.
Oh my
Before
God.
you is Winston Green. Seems like a regular Joe, doesn't he? But don't let his unexceptional demeanor fool you. Hidden beneath that everyday facade is a mind sharp as a tack.
This is a really long intro.
Yeah.
He's a whiz kid, an engineer savant, they say.
Come on.
Just imagine him in the throes of slumber, his rest disturbed only by the jangle of a confounded alarm clock.
Oh my God, shut
It seems
up!
to be a bit busted. I wonder why. Oh, there goes another one. But as you see, dear friends,
I
that's
downloaded
the
it, or I was going to download it. I
It's
haven't
a
yet.
fine piece
Awesome.
of equipment with just a few loose screws.
Oh man,
No
come
job
on.
to his name, and a temper hotter than a jalapeno on the sun. But such talent. If only he could put it to use.
Okay. Okay. Don't care.
Now, where did I put that three-piece suit?
Yeah, I'll look at those, Frosty. Let me just see what all this is.
A red envelope. Could only mean one of two things. secret admirer, or Miss Landlord. Let's see. 3 months overdue on rent. Yeah, I got till end of next week. Great.
Yeah, Jojo D, I'm with you, buddy. I don't know what the fuck is... Come on, let's go. Oh my god, you fucking...
Another one for the pile. Yep, honeymoon's definitely over. This is my journal. I don't go anywhere without it. Definitely. I used to scribble down my...
With the help of we deliver any... Seeing is hurry over to...
So, girl, big news.
I don't understand these people. I just don't understand these people. I don't care about your fucking story yet. Let me enjoy the core of the game. Because the core of the game looks amazing.
Keys this time.
Oh my god.
Breathe, Winston. You know what? Screw it. Not as if my life hasn't been...
Come on, man. Let me get in my car. And let me go drive the car, which is what the whole game is about.
Well, this car, he lets me... He's up.
Okay, you should have started the game here.
Come on. Mr. Palmer left the car in reverse. Okay, let's give it another try.
Alright. Reverse throttle.
What was the name of that company again?
Can I have this car?
I should head there. Hopefully they still have a spot open. I guess I can always check the
Hello,
tourist
Kyler.
map if I lose my way.
Can I take someone's car? Okay, I guess I have to drive this one. No, it's like a delivery game, basically.
Damn.
I'm not being negative. I'm a customer. What are you talking about? My job isn't to be positive. My job is to fucking be entertained. And also, when I've worked on games long enough, and frankly, you and I have both played games long enough. Yeah, the new cop game, David, is awesome. That, you know, I see shit like this and I go, what are you guys doing? Yeah, no, I'm done. I can't stand this right now. Maybe it will be great. But here's what I'll say. This could easily be one of those, like, I will not criticize this game right now. I am not in the headspace to play this game right now. So it could be that once I really want to settle in with it and connect with it, I may absolutely fall in love with it. That's happened before. And that could be this. But when I'm playing, you know what? Here's what I'll say. It's not dissimilar to Keeley's show, right? Or any of those shows, but let's just take Keeley's, right? You got to read the room and go, okay, Keeley shows are back to back of new trailers, right? you're not watching it in a vacuum. So you need to make sure if you're editing a trailer for the Game Awards or whatever, you go, okay, traditional rules of trailer making do not apply. We've watched 30 of these. And so we don't want to sit there and go, let's have a slow preamble and let's slow burn into the big moment. Because we've been doing this for an hour and a half at Keeley Show. When you're going into Next Fest and tons of demos, and you know that's how you're going to be showing, you're not making that demo in isolation. Even if it wasn't Next Fest, you've got hundreds of demos on Steam. So you've absolutely got to fucking wow them and nail them. And it doesn't mean it's got to be action. It's got to be, it's got to be engaging. Hey, Tech, are you there?
Always here.
Can you ban Neckbone McGizzle? I don't like him. First, I thought he might be a fun troll to fuck around with, but I just don't like him. That would make me happy. Thank you. Here's something. Candy Shop Simulator demo. Let's try this. The developers didn't know that you were going to play demos in quick succession, says Matthew. Yeah, they did. Yes, they fucking did. Matthew, you know you're putting a demo out on the Steam store. You know that all these games have tons of demos. I'm sorry, I don't think most gamers just download one. They're like, oh, I'll play some demos and find something to buy. That's kind of, do it at your own. The Precinct, I've played the demo. It's great. It's really, really good. That's a game that starts a little slow, but it's compelling from the moment you start. Shut up, Morgan. I'm not shitting on game devs. I can't stand that shit. My job is a customer now. Seriously, Morgan, let me ask you, don't you want the game devs to bend over backwards to make you happy? Don't you want them to go, Morgan's time is precious. She's got 100 demos that she could play. When she comes into our demo, we want to get her right from the get-go. We want to take care of her. There's a great book. It's a stupid title called Give 'em the Pickle, okay? It's written by the guy who founded the Farrell's restaurants. And his whole thing was give 'em the pickle when somebody ordered a sandwich. And people were like going, well, yeah, but that costs more money. And he's like, it costs pennies, but what it buys us is the goodwill of the customer who knows we went the extra step for them. So when you're making a demo, give them the pickle. Put them into the driver's seat right away with what's cool about your game, and let them fly, man. Let them fly. That's what I would say. I'm not shitting on developers. I'm trying to help them, man, because I love games and I know how hard it is to succeed out there. JJD, what video from... Okay, let me ask you, JJD. You've been watching the stream the whole time. Thank you for that. What content... Name one video idea that you think would make a great video from today's show. And if I think you're right, tell me how much you'll charge for me to edit it. Creating a new shop. This is going to be Ravnos's salty as fuck candy shop. Oh, it'll just be candy. I can't spell shop with an E because that would be classy. Okay, let's go to Ravnos's salty as fuck candy. Let's load it. Here we go, boys. Start the demo. This is a neat idea. I like games where you get to do simulations, where you get to, do neat things. Like, I would love to have a comic book shop simulator, but so far we only have like trading card sims. I want to make Taylor Swift, please. Yeah, the God of War demo was absolutely built with that mentality in mind, and I remain super fucking proud of it because of that, because we just went right out there and said we've got to wow them from the very beginning. Okay, I don't know what to do with this lady. Okay, whatever. Yay, yay. Oh, yeah, Sergeant Frosty Card Shop Simulator is great. It's an excellent game. Okay, the candy shop. Hey, I'm delighted to meet the new store owner. I'm here to help you open the store and teach you the basics of running a shop. The first step is the warehouse. I can't wait! Building the warehouse is the start of your adventure. Just let me move a bit. I don't want to accidentally get hit in the head by a flying piece of furniture. Shut up, idiot. All right, I'm in a safe place now. Access the phone using the tab key. Sure. I'm going to build something. Okay, let's put a shelf here. Buy shop shelf. What? What? Buy it. Buy it. Buy what? The fuck is happening? Buy the shop shelf. What? What is happening? Okay. What? I'm so confused. Oh, this is the candy shop? I don't like this. I don't like it. I'm done. I don't like it. And I like these things. I was playing Tavern Simulated recently, and it was great. And I was playing the Card Simulator recently, and it was great. But this is not charming to me. Like, I need this game to be charming. I want it to be like, oh, you can smell the candy and it's fun to walk around the shop and the characters. Like, that's a game that has to get you on style or concept right away. And this doesn't do that. Let's get rid of Rusty Rabbit demo. You failed. You had your shot. You failed. Back it up, buddy. Do no harm. How about this? How about Mindwave? Let's look at Mindwave. Prince Green, I find both of those ladies attractive. Thank you, Kane. I appreciate that. Kane says that I'm charming to them. Jaffe, who do you think games' biggest demographic are? I've never been into Sims since, except Roller Coaster Tycoon. I think it totally depends on the kind of sim you're talking about, right? Roller Coaster Tycoon is a building sim, right? And a management sim. Trading card or whatever it's called company is more of a sim that's kind of it's less about building and more about organizing and stuff. Oh yeah, Necro says the first card comic shop sim that comes with a smell-o-vision machine that recreates the smell of a fresh comic pack cards opening. Oh, it'll be huge. Yeah, 2 Point Museum's coming out. I'm looking forward to that. But there are some really charming sim games that get by in the boring parts at the beginning simply because the art style is so charming and it feels like you want to be in that candy shop or comic shop or whatever. All right. Mouthwashing I thought was really good. It wasn't as good as While We Wait Here or Among the Ashes, but it's really good. Brandon Waters says, good Lord, you barely gave it a chance. That's the business you're in. Look at all this free shit. There's too many options. If you don't get them right away with something, that's a you problem. Not you, Brandon, but I mean the developer's problem. Like right now, I'm hooked by the art style going, what is this? And I think I know it's a shooter or a mini game or something, so I'm curious. All right. Let's see. Storiato. New game auto. Contestants. I didn't play it over the holidays, Richard. Mindwave tournaments consist of hundreds of other lucky people like you, so please remember to remain lined up in an orderly fashion and remain patient. Now make sure you have your platinum ticket ready before the scanning process and do not skip the orders. When you arrive at the terminal, you will be guided by your identification process. Can you move? Hey, it's your turn. Can you move? Hey, bitch, I'll cut you. Welcome to the Mindscape Tower tournament entry system. Please step forward to this terminal and it will get you started, you see. Greetings from the Mindscape Tower Tournament entry system. And welcome to the Mindscape Tower, home to Mindscape. Creators of the most cutting-edge developments in the world of cognitive... Wait, what? Don't care, skip, make it quick. There's a million people behind me. One of our most eager contestant chat. Ha 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 ha, very well. Please insert your platinum ticket into the slot. And insert the cable into your neural port. Click. Oh. Oh, please wait. Pandora. 16. ID. Vending blah blah blah. Creepy. Initiating calibration. Creepy. Shh. Hello, Pandora. Oh, Twisted Tower is really cool, man. I'll do that on the stream. That's a pretty cool game. Now that you're hooked in, we're going to do a cognitive calibration. We'll take you through the basics. Mindwave is linking with your opponent's mind. I don't care. Every microgame uses what we call an interface to determine how you interact with the microgame. Let's try a microgame now. Good job. Great job. That's what playing a microgame is. Let's try another one with a different interface. This one uses the keyboard. Give it a go. 4WHP. Good work. That microgame was tricky. How about a simpler one? It's kind of WarioWare, maybe. Let's see. We're going to test your reflexes with a spacebar interface. Wait for the right moment and slam to attention. Can I name 3 games you really enjoyed the past 3 years? Yeah. And you think got it right? Well, I mean, Indiana Jones, my favorite game of the year, but that's, step out of that because it's indie. I loved this year Dragon Age. I loved While We Wait Here this year. This is just this year. I loved Among Ashes. I loved Star Wars Outlaws. There's a bunch of other stuff I'd have to look, but yeah, I love games now more than ever. Let us try out the arrow interface. Blah 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 blah. What? Wait, what? Oh. I'm not sure I understand this.
Thoughts on Helldivers?
Helldivers I liked. I didn't love it. Alright. Why don't you give it another shot? Remember to follow the command shown before the microgame starts. Oh, I see. Yeah, oh, it was called Father? Oh, yeah, Twisted Towers is cool, man. I don't think Outlaws or Dragon Age was woke fest. I'm sorry, I don't. I actually played both of them, and I think people are nuts about that. There were hang on. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, wait. This? Okay. Oh, the Home Safety Call Center? I haven't played that, but I have it downloaded somewhere. Lovely Planet? I'm not sure, Robin. I mean, I also liked a lot of games that people also liked this year. Hang on, what am I trying to do? Oh, I just got to get over to that thing? Alright, so let's see what this actual game is. It's not boring. It's not boring to play. It's interesting because you never know what the next minigame is going to be. But I don't shit on... I mean, I love games, man. Pull up the woke compilation. What is that, Bradskag? By proceeding... Yeah, I got it. I got it. I don't need all the fucking lore. Let's go. Jesus. Oh my god, you people. Floor 1. Oh, got it. Okay. About the super chats. Okay. Yeah, Kyler, it's good, man. Dragon Age is really fun. You know, it is. There are progressive aspects to some of the narrative, but it's not just like people talk about that game like it's the Dustborn or something, and it's like, no. But you know, you make money when you rage. I get it. I get it. Oh my god. I mean, maybe this is just kind of like a visual novel thing. I don't know. I just don't give a shit, man. I just want to play something. Okay. I love games that have stories. I'm not opposed to them. You're missing my point. If that's what you think I'm saying, Twisted Sith, you're missing my point. Like, again, you are playing yeah, no. I don't want to play this. Again, there may be a time where I'm like, hey, that's what you have to understand. There may be a time where I say I'm in the mood for a demo and I really want to lose myself in the world and the story and all that's fucking great. But these are demos, man. Right, Jay gets it. These are meant to be like, oh, that's fucking interesting. That's fucking cool. Here's Promise Mascot Agency demo. Let's see what this is. You don't have the luxury of being slow or not engaging. I'm sorry, but you know, and hopefully if you believe you do, you'll never go into developing games because you will fail. Because it's the entertainment business. People come home, they want to play, they have a weekend to play, they want to buy a new game. You got to grab them, man. And I don't hate on the story, but it takes, you gotta, do a little foreplay before you fucking shove the story in my fucking face. Oh, I think Rabos, Saros will be, or Saros, whatever, will be a great game like that. Okay, fine. Detecting settings. Right, Toaster. They should introduce the story after a good chunk of gameplay. Right, exactly. Yeah, I need to go back and actually play Detroit Become Human. I've only played bits of it and I liked it, but that might be a fun game to stream, actually. Oh my god, come on, man. What are we doing? Who's gonna read all this shit? When people actually buy a game, they spend more than 5 minutes playing it. Sure. Hello, Spazbo. I don't remember that with Prince of Persia, but it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, go to the town hall and ask the mayor for forgiveness. Okay. Sure, why not? This is called something Mascot Agency. Hang on, I'm trying to find where I'm going. Bored. But I won't delete this one. I might actually end up liking it, but I'm not playing this right now because it's boring. I need something better than this. I need you to wow me. I need you to wow me. You're not doing a good job of that, baby. You're just not. Here we go. Broken lore. Do no harm. Let's try this. Let's try radio light. Let's see what this is. Radio light. Last seen.
You're listening to KCRK Ashwood News. It's been a week since 14-year-old Elliot Lair went missing during a Boy Scout camping trip in Ashwood Creek National Park. Despite an extensive
Boring.
search
I'm kidding.
effort,
I'm kidding.
Authorities have not found any trace of the boy. The search continues with local police, rangers, and volunteers taking part. But now, another concern. Park ranger Harvey Waters has also been reported.
Harvey Weinstein?
Waters, a longtime ranger at Ashwood Creek, last checked in yesterday morning. His wife says he was acting strange before his disappearance. Authorities have not confirmed if the two cases are related.
Sorry, Spaz.
Yeah, I'm here. Just arrived.
Oh, this is like Firewatch.
Yeah, still inside the car.
His car should be parked right next to the road. You see it?
His car?
Get out of the car and tell me if you see it.
Idiot.
So, do you see it?
Dude, relax. I just got out of the car.
Tell me when you found it. So, is it still there?
Dude, you're starting to piss me off. Dear visitors of Ashwood Creek National Park, we regret to inform you that the soda vending machine located in this lot will be removed September 26, 1985. You see, the decision was made due to the increasing problem of litter, with many cans being scattered throughout the forest and other areas of the park. Maintaining the natural beauty and cleanliness of Ashwood Creek National Park is our top priority, and we believe this step is necessary to protect our environment. Sincerely, Ashwood Creek Ranger Department. Look at this. Missing Elliot Lair, 14, last seen in this area. Do you have any information? I want to see what happens when we call them. Alright, here we go. 684, 1986. Here we go.
Cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial it.
Idiots. That was a great moment. You could have had something set up, but you didn't. Idiots. Idiots. Radio emergency frequency, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Don't care. Alright. Yeah! Fuck yeah! It's...
A lot of broken glass around here. Looks like cracked light bulbs.
I think Harvey mentioned some electricity issues briefly last week.
How often do you guys talk?
Pretty often lately. With this search op going on.
There's the car. I see it.
Yeah, I got it. It's parked right next to the road.
So that's Harvey's car there, like they said.
Where was he last seen? Was it here at the parking lot?
Reportedly he arrived yesterday around 6 a.m. He was angry about something. That's what the security guy said. Then Harvey stormed off somewhere.
Kyler, this is called... hang on a sec.
stormed off to get drunk and hit the sack?
Don't get Mr. Serious cracking jokes all of a sudden.
So where do I go?
If you just follow the trail, you should reach the visitor center. Tell me when you get there and we'll figure out the next steps.
Yeah, this is very much what's it called? What is that game? Firewatch, but this is called Radio Light. I'm getting hungry too. I want to eat something. What was that?
I got footprints. Human.
Wow, what a discovery.
It's not every day I run around the forest barefoot.
Barefoot?
Yeah.
I have a key, don't I? All right, buddy. Yeah.
Before we get into our usual banter and tall tale stuff, I want to take a moment here, folks. If you've been keeping up with the news, you've probably heard about the search for young Elliot Lair, 14 years old, out in Blackwood on a camping trip with his folks. And now, well,
Thanks, Huey.
seems to know where he's gone.
All right, so I can already tell you from this demo, I like this, and I'm going to buy this and play this, unless the reviews are really bad. Take it. Let's see if we can go open that. Like, I don't really need to play more. I need to be in the right headspace to play this, and I'm not in the right headspace right now, but I like games like this.
Yeah, I searched it. Nothing.
Thanks for telling me. God damn it, you gotta report shit to me, Ethan.
I cannot stand... I will say...
There's no one here anyways.
Of course there isn't. Look, I get it. We don't have to chit-chat.
Oh, shut up.
If you want to figure this out, we gotta work together. Talk, you know?
Okay.
I don't like the characters right now, unless it turns out like he's a ghost or something.
No.
I do. I have a map.
What?
Just follow the signs for now.
Yeah, I mean, Firewatch was a walking sim. It was really well written. They had really good performances on the voice actors. Better than these two right now.
You said something about the radio. The one Mia gave you? You still got it.
I do, yeah.
Try to tune it to 101.5. It's supposed to be like an emergency frequency. Could be useful.
Use radio, okay.
This is the Ashford Creek National Park Emergency Station, providing real-time updates on park conditions and safety guidelines. Currently, the park weather is calm. Temperatures are expected to drop tonight. Visitors are advised to prepare for colder conditions if staying overnight. Wildlife activity has increased in the northern areas of the park, specifically sightings of black bears near the river.
Yeah, I loved... I mean, if you're into... If you're into adventure games and stuff, but yeah, this is going on my wish list. I like this. Let's see, store page. When's this available? Is it out yet?
Yeah, I'm here. Just arrived.
Store. Oh, it's coming out. It's already out. Oh, that's the demo. I want the. Okay, well, let's see when the game's coming out, though. Blood Typers. I think I played that. I thought it was good. Ah, thanks, Juicy Booch. I appreciate the super chat, buddy. Thank you much. Thank you much. All right. You know, I think that's kind of it. This is good. Guns of Fury is good. Okay. Okay. So here's the deal, delightful delinquents. Tomorrow, because now I have my Adderall, and I can get my sleep schedule back on, we'll be back tomorrow in the morning with the show, the afternoon, and then we'll do the night show. At least we'll try to keep doing the 3 shows versus the 2, but we'll see. But I will be on tonight, Tech Talk over at the Laow Network, and then I'll be back here, and I'll probably even do some gaming tonight. Check out Trudogard. All right, Jostler, not a problem. I appreciate the support wherever you offer it. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you for that. Yeah, consider I've been jostled. Yeah, Metal Slugvania. Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really fun. The art style is not as, I'll show it to you real quick. The art style really you wish would be more, what's the word? Lolcow, whatever. I wish the art style was more like Metal Slug and had that charm, but it's still really fun. What is Trudograd? And I'm not surprised by it, but I will say that the I will say that the Metroidvania meets Metal Slug is actually pretty good. Like, it really works well. The mix. Yeah, I agree. The art style is, yeah. Hey, Juicy Booch. Thank you, buddy. Kanye Woolley got a membership because Juicy Booch has gifted a membership. Thank you, bud. That is very courteous and very kind. I'll tell you what, Juicy Booch, because you're so generous, I will now do my very best to kill this boss in your honor, my friend. If I can do it. If I can do it. This will go out to you. Let's get a machine gun out. All right, here we go. Come on now. The interface for choosing weapons is a little weird, I will say. All right, well, I'm going to try again, but now this one goes out to Kanye Woolley, who has given Glamorous Frog a membership. Thank you, Kanye Woolley. I appreciate that as well. You guys are awesome. So this kill of this boss, or at least my attempt to kill this boss, will go out in your honor, good sir. Thank you, buddy. Is this Contra for babies? It's Contra meets Metroidvania or Castlevania. Yeah, Joe, it's really good. Really good game. Yeah, it's Kanye Wooly from now on. I've changed it. Sorry, that's how it goes. So it is in the big city. Sorry, pal. It's a better name. Oh my god, Jaffe, why don't you just walk into it? God damn it. Total package, this is called, I want to see if there's a store nearby. This is called Guns of Fury. Let's see. Is that blue thing a store? That might be a store. Yeah, total package is really good, dude. Really fun game. All right, let's see. The blue thing is down here. Addy Pie, is this fun? Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, if you like games like this. Please be a store. Nope. Hey, Brad Skag has just been gifted another membership from Juicy the Booch. Now Juicy Booch gets a song. Oh my god. Okay, and I've got to do it to this background vocal. Here we go. Juicy Booch doesn't have a cooch and he's sad. He went looking for the treasure of his missing vagina. Juicy Booch wants a vagina so he can take the vagina to the prom and put it in a dress and dance and sing with the vagina. Juicy Booch. That's it. That's all I got. Juicy Booch, thank you, buddy. Brad Skag, that goes out to Good Sir, from Good Sir Juicy Booch. And then Kanye West Wooly has also gifted a membership. Cat5 Bear got it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for that. Very generous. You get a song as well. It goes like this. Old MacDonald had a farm. Fuck you. Yeah, it's a farm, but there's subsidies from the government got cut by Elon Musk's association, and now he has to sell everything, and he's gonna die alone and penniless. Yeah, Kanye West. Wooly West. Thank you, buddy. I sure do appreciate that. Seriously, no joke. Appreciate it, man. And yes, you can have that song if you want. I'll give you the rights to it. Yeah, get rid of the beard. Yeah, well, the thing is, I really like the beard when it gets really long and scraggly and I look like a mountain man. But the road to getting there, I don't really like because I feel like I look like some lame college professor. And it does make me look a lot older. Not that I have a problem being old. I mean, you know, being old is fine. Certainly, like I've said, beats the alternative. But I'm thinking about it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. You've already copyrighted it? Good for you. You got business. Hey, Jay Styles has showed up. Jay Styles is like, hey, bitch, I want a fucking song. You got it, Jay Styles. All right, here, let me think for a minute. Jay Styles was a tiny dancing human being who was the coolest assassin the world had seen. But his dream job was working at Taco Bell and saying things like, hey, would you like some cinnamon twist with that? And so he called the CIA and they said, Jay Styles, what can we do for you today? And he said, I fucking quit, you son of a bitch. Would you like fucking cinnamon twist with that? Jay Styles, yeah. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for donating that very generous super chat gift out to who got this one? This one, I don't know who got that one. Oh, it was SSH77. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Jay. The Jostler, thank you for that very generous super chat. He says, Jaffe, one of my favorite gaming memories growing up was driving around Suburbia in Twisted Metal 2. Thanks for the memories. Fuck Trump. 100%. You goddamn right. You goddamn cock-a-doodie motherfucking right. 100%, buddy. I'm with you. I don't look. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Thanks for playing our games, buddy. I appreciate that. And thank you for the support. And, yeah, I mean, hey, I'm still hoping, and I have zero confidence, but I'm still hopeful. Is that right, Frog? There you go. I'm still hopeful that these people who did vote for Trump know something that I don't know, and it's going to be like, oh no, it's really going to be he's going to do a lot of great stuff, and yeah, he's crazy and he says crazy shit, but he's actually going to pass good policy. But I'm not feeling it so far. So far it feels like perhaps not so much. I can't stand the guy, but you know, what else am I going to do? I got to hope for the best and prepare for the worst, you know. Solomon, hey buddy, I'm playing a game called Guns of Fury, and I'm honestly trying to find where the store is, so I can get enough shit to purchase shit so I can basically take on this boss. Hey, Yang got a membership from good Sir Addy Pie. Now, Addy Pie is the biggest troll in the neighborhood, but he still gets a song. The man still has a heart. He still has a heart. It's a heart of bullshit, but he has a heart. And so here you go, bud. Addy Pie, you're gonna die. You'll choke on your vomit tonight. And as you pass away, you'll rethink about the day. And you'll say, goddamn, Jaffe was right. What about, oh, everything? All the things he would say to you. And you'll cry as you die, and you look to the sky, and you'll say, why didn't I listen to Jaffe? Thank you, bud. Thank you, Addy Pie. Thank you for the dab, Kanye. Eddie, Jaffe says there was a leak God of War is going to Egypt. What are your thoughts? I think that's probably a fun setting. I think the bigger issue, thank you, Rob the Mod. The bigger issue really is Egypt sounds like a fun setting, right? I'm into that. I think the real question is sort of, I think they need more than a fresh setting. I think if they just basically make another God of War like Ragnarok, but set in Egypt, I think that's fine. But I need some sex appeal. I mean, metaphorically speaking, something juicy and cool. Mechanically speaking, like what do I get to do in it that is different and interesting? And I don't think the setting, I'm sure it can lead to that, but I don't think the setting's really going to be where that comes in. Yeah, sound test. This game is, I think it's a one-man band. It's way better than it has any right to be. My only real problem with it is I think the art style because you know it's inspired by Metal Slug, it's so clear that they didn't quite, or not even, they didn't come close to sort of achieving that level of charm. And they didn't have kind of the silly charm of a game like, what was the game with the action heroes, like something Bros? It doesn't have that charm either. So it kind of falls in that way, but it's still really, really good. Karma Dark World trailer yet? I haven't watched it yet. I mean, I got sent something saying, hey, do you want to play this game when it's out? But I haven't. I hear it's really good. I'll watch it before I go off stream. Let me just see if I can find that store. Because there's a store where you can buy shit. Obviously, that's what you do at a store. I've never heard of the band Bro Job. No, I have not. Bro Force is what it was called. That's right. Fudge. All right. Where's the... Let me see where the store is. It's a little weird. Like, it doesn't tell you. And it doesn't let you... I wish there was some fast travel in this. I know. It's not Metroidvania if it's fast travel. I know. I like 2018 a lot. I didn't really like Ragnarok. I like... Take a look before we wrap up. I want to take a look at that trailer that Addy Pie is talking about. Back. Okay, stop it. What's it called, Addy Pie? Where'd it go? Karma Dark. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Ethan, do you copy? Are you on scene?
Yeah, I'm here. Just arrived.
Is this the new... Well, let's go to YouTube. That's where we'll see the newest one. Yes, that says Alana Pierce because she's coming on the show next week. Don't forget. Let me see if she's gotten back to me with a time yet. Not yet, but she's available next week. So we will be doing lunch with Alana next week if you are a Cult Calypso or above. And then we'll obviously be making it available to everybody later. All right, Karma. 2 days ago. Okay, this is the most recent. Let's watch this. Well, it's not money to talk to Alana. It's if you want to... Basically, we do a thing called Lunch with Jaffe, where it's like Cult Calypso, God of War members, and all the mods here and on the Discord. We just basically hang out and eat lunch, and it's like a 90-minute just shoot the shit. But I'm going to start bringing guests in there. That'll eventually go live for other members and then for everybody later. But it's just, we're going to talk about her career and video games and all kinds of shit like that. So I'm not opening up to Diet Soda. You got to give the other tier members something. Diet Soda Soldiers will be able to watch it like maybe 2 days after it goes live. And then everybody else can watch it later. But, you got to, otherwise, why would you want to pay to be a Diet Soda Soldier, man? God of War membership, I think, is $49, but I wouldn't sign up for a God of War membership right now unless you just want to be generous to the chat and to the show. Because there's really a lot of the stuff that it says you get, you don't get, and I've made that clear in the about the video, but YouTube doesn't let you change it on the fly. So I'm going to have to kill the God of War thing and do a redo of that tier, basically. Okay, it's not 65. I mean, it might be 65 if you're in Canada, or maybe if you're buying it on your phone because they add an aspect to it. But no, it's. I don't charge anything. I charge $49. All right, hang on. Where's this? All right, here we go.
To be honest, I just don't know who I am sometimes. I mean, when I dive into their hands, merge with those people.
What happened to me?
My body's obliterated in the blink of an eye.
That looks awesome.
Oh my.
Then bang, I'm stuffed into another body.
Daniel McGovern, a Rome agent from the Thought Bureau. My company ID is 8490.
Daniel, Leviathan's agent. A smuggler and a thief. He's as much a criminal as the others. After that, those curses are with you forever and ever. Do you know
I agree, Darth Nugget.
They're in this photo. but I can no longer see them clearly. Ojciec? Mom?
Only your existence is real. Will disappear in the sands of time until the very last moments. No matter how.
No, it's a first-person horror game coming out, I think, this month.
Because you and only you are eternal in my heart.
I'm not sure tech, I don't think it's tech on right now, but when we talk next, Joe, remind me. That would be great, man. I would love that. That would be very generous. Thank you, bud.
Every time.
Let's talk next time we're on tomorrow, or if you come to the show tonight, but tomorrow we'll talk.
Encouraging me to delve ever deeper. I don't know if it's a trap or...
Join us, Daniel.
Real boss, yeah, for sure, of Death Stranding. I mean, some of the gameplay was great. It was just paced terribly, in my opinion. I mean, for what I wanted it to be. It wasn't paced terribly for what it was, but I didn't want what it was offering. It was too slow burn for me. I still don't really know what the game is. It looks like a walking sim horror game, but I love shit like that. So, Karma the Dark World, excellent. Okay, next month, people always ask me, Jaffe, what are your most anticipated... I get asked that a lot. What are my most anticipated games? Maybe I'll make a playlist of them, and that would definitely be on there. That would absolutely be on there. So, all right, fellas. Well, look, I'm off. I will be back tonight over... Let me put the link up for you guys. If you want to watch over there, come over there, support the show. We're going to be talking about games and tech and weird stories, all that shit. Tides of Annihilation, I thought, Neil, it looked great. I watched the 11-minute data drop and just thought it looked really, really neat, man. So I'm looking forward to it. Hang on. Bitrate, what would make for a good video? Oh, these guys made Martha is Dead Meat Slab. That's disappointing. Only because I don't think Martha is Dead is very good. At least what I played. Hey, Tech.
Hello.
Hello. Jojo D was asking about us looking into. He says he lives in Canada. He wants to donate digital gifts like PS cards, Xbox cards, Steam cards. However, it's not so easy. Can Tech Protect look into this? And I told him that, if you can just hit him up on the Discord, Jojo D, and tell him what the problem is, I think that would be excellent. Is that something you can take on?
Yeah, I'll reach out to Juju D on Discord.
Okay.
And then how long are we doing the stream for right now?
I'm wrapping up right now. I'm putting a link into tonight's show. So that is now there. If you guys want to see us, we're going live California time, 8 o'clock. It'll be me and Jay. And we haven't quite locked in what we're talking about tonight, but I've already looked at some of the topics and I've put in some topics, and I think it's going to be a good chat. All the new members, though, today and the gift memberships, thank you very much. All the super chats, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. I will be back tomorrow with Tech Protect in the morning, probably with a Jaffe Speaks and then a Gavin and Games in the afternoon, but you never know what you're going to get. You get something, though.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it hurt when I did that. You'll get something. Be well, be safe, and Tech, I'll call you in like 2 minutes, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, see you guys. I did watch a little bit of Severance, Father Alex. I need to go back and watch it because everyone's raving about it. What I watched I thought was interesting, but it never really grabbed me like, oh my god, this is amazing. But you know, so I might give it another shot.